Peace. What up, though? How y'all feeling? Tapping in? Man, hopefully everybody jumped on that like button. You dig what I mean, man? Hopefully everybody jumped on the like button. Everybody got the energy going around, man. Let everybody know we over here. And we are live. You feel me? Man, I hope everybody doing all right this morning. Hope everybody had a good night's sleep. You dig what I mean? I'm over here on my Paleo Santos, man. I got the sage lit up, you dig? On this Freaky Diggy Friday. We ain't gonna cut up today because we gonna have company. So we not acting the fool today. Von and Digit just stepped to the building. Yeah, we not gonna cut up today, man. We got company today, man. So we're gonna act like we got some sense, you feel me? If you have not shared the video, why to your Twitters, to your goddamn me Instagrams, your Facebook groups, your TikToks, all of that cool shit you niggas be doing, man. Dog Chief 305 in the house, man. So yeah, like I say, man, we're gonna have some company today, man. The homie, Dane Callaway gonna pull up, come rock out with us, man. We're gonna build on a few topics. You dig what I mean? How y'all feeling out there? Y'all ready to turn up? Y'all ready to turn up? I got some news y'all can use, man. You dig? But y'all gonna have to wait.
If you were from where I'm from, then you would know.
Talk to him.
That we got a crowd down with the trunk popped up, sitting on foes as we tell.
Say, man, I'm from Houston, man.
Know what it is. We do this every day.
Say, man, I rep that 713, man. 832-281-346 in the Yeah.
They beam like beam. The seats is buttercream. Headlights beam. Me and Slim hit the scene. It's gonna be a double team. This is how we slide through the city, man. Candy on the ride, looking pretty, man. 30 sitting wide while we gripping grain. Poking out the side, staying in your lane. No, headed back to the south side. It's a drive every time I slide by. Why? Cause I'm killing these haters on the side. And it's all because Houston, I said it doesn't like nobody
does. Hold up, man. My homie Indian Kid in this hoe, man. Indian Kid, man. Let them know what time it is, man.
She up. Told sit that fat ass on H-Town players from the flows, man. Red candy paint, gang. I'm a boss, see the front sound on the chain. There's levels to this shit, man, and we ain't the same. So Texas, let's 10 amps in the news, message. When they coming down, I'm a fresh. Slim thugger, motherfucker, best respect.
Can't say, man, that hoe that used to bang, man.
Yachty. I told you these boys are gonna get mad when you get this name. They tried to stop you, but they couldn't stop you, big brother.
Brother Johnson in the building.
We was raised on candy cars, but then we raised the bar. Bumping bar, baby, while explaining this little thing of ours. What you know about holy? Trunks glowing. Clyde King, Sam Mario, and Robert Ory. Clutch. I love my city like I love my family. I talk slow, but you can understand me. This Mayor Turner on the interstate. Tipping on 4 foes, but this 45 on me sticking out like Macho Man Savage. Sitting sideways, popping Monica and Brandy. Baby cameo. I done fell in love again. Front row went Toyota, got the diamonds dancing. Prayers for the ones who lost and those still standing. Hold up, had a vision like Screw did. Mix the OGs with the new kids. Put my city on like a jersey with the new kicks. And can't no other city do it how we do it. It's time for real.
Say BCU, man, we're gonna be in Houston, Texas next year, man. Popeye.
You know we keep the
Say, man, the largest motherfucking American Indian goddamn me get together. You ain't never seen it. How you gonna see it, goddamn, next year, goddamn, and it all going down in Houston, Texas.
I'm so H-Town, my blood type is Big Mo. And Sparkle Burger about to kick it like a dynamo. Be someone and don't look back. Biggest jam trying to get back like Mattress Mac. I put foes on my lack and I ain't went back since. 30 years like a reach, I got the game from Jay Prince. I'm so H-Town, my top is down, rain or sunny. I'm so H-Town, my grill made by TD Johnny. I'm Chris Paul all the way I sit. And I was about to sag, no I do not miss. Chunk the Deuce, Alex Bregman, I walk out. This H-Town for real, no knockout, knock it off. Damn right, I'm from the age where everybody real, ain't too many folks. Rap singing at the same time, way before Dre. Rolling in my Barrett's, all gas, no break. All I still got a great taste. Gotta keep your cat around here, it ain't safe.
Wow, Indian done in the building. What's up with it, Vito? Indian quarter.
H-Town, my city.
Yeah.
But everybody rolling with me.
Oh, look.
I've been ripping this thing ever since way before George Bush Sr. was the president. Razor blade creases that was back in 95. Big C, Big Nello, Fat Cat was still alive. And watch slowing music down on 97.9. Sunday night he play my shit at least 97 times. It's H-Town for real. You know we keep it real. Get that money.
Hey.
Get that money.
Turn up one time, goddamn, man. Say, man, the largest motherfucking American Indian get together, goddamn. It ain't never been done. It ain't never been done. It ain't never motherfucking been done. You ain't never seen a bunch of niggas from all over America, goddamn me, come together and pop out as one. It never happened. Long as this paradigm been here, ain't nobody never been able to pull it off. They say, well, you got some new Indians in town now, goddamn. And let me even say this here. We might still have a chance to go to New Orleans, right? The only thing is the event will be in May. It will be in May, so I don't want everybody to shoot their whole row out for New Orleans. I don't want everybody to shoot their whole row out for New Orleans, man. And then you can't goddamn me in May. You can't make the goddamn, you know, the yeah, man. Because then right after that, we leaving in October going to Mexico. So don't shoot your load out, but if you can, goddamn, come rock out with us, man. Say, cause we still have a chance. I don't know, man. I gotta talk to the promoters or whatever and see what we can do, goddamn, because this is my game right here. I feel like this. March is right around the corner. It's cool, but it be raining in Houston, bro. It's not really, you'll be playing with the game. You'll be playing with life. It's a 50-50 chance that it's going to rain. And so, so I'll holler at the promoters, man, and see. You know, if we can maybe work on something for May, for the month of May, well, we know it'll be beautiful outside. Well, we know the weather will be right. Um, you know, because the man, the amount of people coming, bro, we don't want to just pack everybody in. We need this to be like an all day affair. You feel me? And so, with that being said, man, that will give us that opportunity to still make it down there to Louisiana. So, yeah, I'll meet with them today, man, and we'll see what they say. You did. Body on that damn floor now. Be cool. Be cool. It's still early. Don't hurt nobody on that damn floor. Turn up one time, goddamn me. Nigga say before I let go. Hey y'all, give me 2 seconds. I gotta do something real quick, man. I'ma jam this here though while y'all do that. Give me 2 seconds, family. I'm finna hit Dane and let him know I sent them the link. So y'all give me 2 seconds.
Fire starting in my heart. Reaching a fever, pictures bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart. Reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it. I have no story to be told, but I've heard one or two. I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair. Making home down there is mine, so won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it.
I seen it on no, check the DM. Want me to send it here? I'll send it over here. All right, no problem. You waiting on it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to your phone. All right. Shout out to the sister T in the building. What up, though? What's up with it, family? Turn up one time. Give me 2 seconds. Let me do something. All right. Peace, man. I want to appreciate everybody coming to pull up and rock out with us today, man. We done had a whole concert out here on the lawn. You understand me? Bright and early. Tree said, how you gonna tell us not to turn up and then you want to get us turned up? Well, we don't know how to do nothing but turn up. You understand me? Jasmine Boo in the building. Desmond Kirkendall. Shout out to the homie Big Dez in the building. Baron Grill, man. I ain't seen Baron Grill in a while, man. Shout out to the homie Eric, goddamn, jumping in the cash up early, goddamn. Appreciate that love, fam. Shout out to the homie Lloyd Haskin. And man, so shout out to the homie Dark Chief 305, goddamn, man. They jumping that motherfucker early, man. Y'all must be feeling good today. Goddamn, I feel good too, man. We gonna make it a good day. What the homie Ken say? I can't even find the comment. Andy Carter say, he says, nigga. Shout out to the homie Homegrown, man. What's up with it, Homegrown? You say good vibe like grandma house in the 80s and the 90s, man, in the real way. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep that type of energy around here, man. That's really the only thing that, that's what separates us from everybody else, man. For real. That's the part they don't get. Niggas be thinking it's about the bars and the information. Niggas steal information every day. You can't even say nothing around here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas steal game every day. So yeah, it ain't about the bars, bro. What's up with it? Up, turn up one time. Let's run through roll call. Goddamn, what a minute is it, man? Who in here? Tiffany Johnson, Sylvia Love Jones. Shout out to the homie Hot Shrugs. Shrugs that made the nigga change the name, man. Big Dad's in the building. Shout out to Aja, man. What's up with it, Aja? Joe 47 on the track. AP Junior in the building, goddamn me. Shout out to the homie Bridge in the building, man, representing Kentucky. Creekside Yellow, man. ATL, man. Eastside. Dog Chief 305 in the highs, man. You already know. It's Harlem World, man. Harlem World in the building. Wild Indian Dunn, man. Represent that Birmingham, Alabama, man. In the real motherfucking me way, man. OMB Vito. Gary, Indiana, man. By way of represent Gary, Indiana, man. But he pushing the West Coast card now, man. Vegas represent. Hey, man, we coming down there to get under them lights, man. Vito. Everybody in the West Coast brought me some good smoke. Except Vito. Vito talking about wait till we get back to the highs. Nah, nigga, wait till we get to Vegas. That's what you do. We coming to Vegas this year. I don't know, man. Whenever Trees get the dates or whatever together, you feel me? We'll drop the dates, but we're gonna be in Vegas this year, man. Coming down there to get under the lights, man. World and Thunder. What's up with it, family? Turn up one time, goddamn. The Human Jaguar. Thunder and goddamn Dia. Thunder and Dia. VA 804 in the motherfucking though, man. You better know it. Kyrie. The Kyrie. What's up, top in BCU? Salute in a real way. Lonzo Square in the building, man. Turn up one time. Peace to the BCU family. Hope all is well with everyone all the way from Seminole Territory. Duval County in the building. Copper Skin King representing that North Carolina, man. Trees, where is you from? Goddamn. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Memphis, Tennessee in the building, man. That boy from Florida in the building. You did. She-Horse still representing Charleston, South Carolina, man. Where them Geechies at? Key, the MC, or whoever the fuck you want me to be. Representing New York, some shit like that. East Coast, where they do the Northeast, goddamn, where they do a whole lot of colonizing. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Vaughn Indigenous represent Oakland. Hey, Vaughn, Vaughn, they do a lot of country shit down there in Oakland, don't? They do a lot of country shit down there in Oakland, Vaughn. We gonna need you to push the Indian paradigm down there, man. You feel me? Done. We gonna need you to. I mean, Vaughn. We gonna need you to push the Indian paradigm down there, Vaughn. Indigenous. Yeah, we gonna need you to take the show down there to Oakland. Yeah. All right, man. If we missed anybody, man, my bad. Goddamn. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Trying to see if I see somebody who ain't called out yet. John Davis in the building. Shout out to Tweety. Who else we got in here? All right, so check it. Let me do this. Yeah, we got set up, man. And while you doing that, what's up with it, Nene? Nene, goddamn, these people book us out here in Houston. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. We got about like 10 people from Houston. She said it feel real dangerous today. He said she pull up with the trunk jumping this morning. Yeah, we beating up. We got King Kong trying to get out the trunk. He say, let me out. He trying to get out the trunk. All right, so check it out. So I informed y'all, man, you know, that people had reached out to me, bro. And we still might be able to go down to Louisiana, bro. So let me figure that part out. Like I said, I don't want to spread everybody too far. You feel me? Too thin. You know, we are going for the win. So Liz Robinson in the building, Carla in the building. We don't want to. Oh, wait, what was that? What happened in the chat that fast? Tweety trying to get what? Said they can't steal the soul to either they got it or don't. Yeah, man, it got to be in you, not on you, man. Got to be in you, not on you, man. Hey, man, have y'all ever seen a bunch of Indians or this paradigm, man, get together in one place, man, for the world to see? That's one of the things that we missing out here. You know, we do our thing, man. Our thing, you know, what we doing is gonna eventually start to grow because a lot of people gonna come in. I think we're gonna catch the eye of a lot of the new people. A lot of you know, we gonna catch the eye of a lot of the new people that's coming in, man. A lot of people that's coming to the paradigm. You know, a lot of niggas, you know, gonna hate because it ain't us. We don't do no tripping because, you know, we just leave them niggas on the internet. Them niggas ain't finna do nothing but type and talk. You hear me? A lot of these niggas ain't finna do nothing but type and talk. So, you know, we trying to push the narrative further. You feel me? Is you know, no knock to nobody or whatever they have going on because everybody have a role to play in this shit here. You know, ours is just, you know, not sitting on the motherfucking internet talking and typing. You dig what I mean? We like to get out, reach out, touch each other. We like the fellowship. We like to live in the culture. You know, we like to tap in with the ancestors. We not here trying to convince a nigga how smart we is or none of this type of shit. I've been told niggas that it ain't the information, homie. It gotta be in you, not on you, man. Y'all just heard it, Ken. You feel me? Most of the people, you know what I think we need, bro? We really need like some younger teachers, bro. We need some younger teachers. Most motherfuckers that's in this paradigm are old. Y'all ain't never peeped that. Most motherfuckers is really old. And so, to be honest, I don't see that shit, you know, transitioning over to the youth or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Most things, you know, the youngsters doing, they ain't trying to listen to their mama and them or daddy or hang around them or let them know what they got going on in their business or their personal life or no type of shit like that. So, to be honest, man, most people on the board, they've done what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they older now. Maybe they could tap into the older crowd, but you know, when it comes to, you know, pushing this shit to the youngsters or the next generation or, you know, making this shit attractive, man, to be real, bro, a lot of niggas ain't trying to follow no movement with a bunch of old niggas in it. Just gonna keep that shit real. You know what I'm saying? That shit there, nigga ain't trying to be hanging out with grandma and grandpa, nigga. I don't know, man. You know, just to keep it real. You feel me? Nah, Tiffany talking about fat. Nah, but for real though, man. You know, nigga be wanting to smoke and do all this type of shit here, bro. And then you be having like young females, and you know, a lot of the time, you know, the old females get to hating on the pretty young females, and the, you know, with the nice bodies and nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, but that shit we don't never see no healthy transitions like that. So what I'm saying is, man, we need some new energy, man. We need some of the youth to start stepping up, and you know what I mean, and grab a microphone. You feel me? Cause ain't nobody trying to hear no old nigga. You should have done that shit back in your time. Yeah, I don't know old niggas need to be out here in no motherfucking 2023, nigga. Trying to be the face of no motherfucker. Maybe sit your old ass down somewhere, man. You should have done that shit in the 80s, nigga, when Jesse Jackson was talking about African American. Yeah. You niggas better not done march with Dr. Ben and all them niggas in that black power shit in the 80s and 90s, and then you won't come out here and nah, we ain't doing that, man. We need some youngsters to come out here just say, you right, Chief, goddamn right, nigga. I'm sitting right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the middle and I'm saying, damn, some of these youngsters need to come on and grab the mic, man. You know, some of these youngsters need to grab the mic. That, you know, you talking about collegiate audiences and shit. You feel me? Nah, real talk. Nah, man, y'all know niggas should have done that shit in the 80s and 90s when we was going up against all this black and back to Africa, Egypt shit. That's when niggas, you know, that's when y'all should have done y'all thing. You hear me? Don't come back in 2023. We need the youngsters. We need the high school students that's TikToking and doing all this. They ain't trying to listen to their mama and grandma and them. They don't want y'all to know they smoking weed. Yeah, daddy been strict all their life. Nigga, don't bring your strict ass over here, nigga. I'm trying to go get comfortable, nigga. Well, we can have Freaky Friday like them BCU niggas be having. Nah, real talk. He say Khalil, bro. He that Nick Khalil in the building. Talking about Khalil from Houston. Man, I ain't seen Khalil, man. I don't even know if they even know we over here. Man, we missing so many people. Chief in the motherfucking building, man. What's up with it, family? Boss Lady Hicks in this bitch. Represent Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to the homie Indigenous King, goddamn. Shout out to Melrose, goddamn, in a real way. Little Mayhem TV in the building. Nah, for real though, you gotta think about it, bro. What's gonna take this to the next level? Okay, Tree say he come every now and then. Oh yeah. Khalil nice with it, man. Khalil know his shit, man. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. We gonna get it together. We gonna get these youths. But see, you gotta go outside, bro. Cause a lot of time them youngsters, bro, like even when we on these apps and shit, just imagine, think about it, bro. It don't really be no youngsters really grabbing the mic. It be too many old motherfuckers trying to control the narrative. You know, so even if it is some young voices out there, we don't never hear them. And I know it is. I know it's some youngsters out there, but we can't hear them, man. So we got to get outside. We got to go where they at. You feel me? We got to go outside and go to them. You dig what I mean? And tap them in, bro. Because if they are on these apps or social media, bro, I don't know where they at. And if they are, you know, they ain't stepped out. You know, right now it's just older people, bro. Like this paradigm is mostly like older people. So, yeah, you know, we want to be attractive to the next generations and you know, keep it going. We got to start putting the baton in these youngsters' hand, man. So Carter say, you know, the grumpy old men be hating on the young ones. Yeah, you know, these niggas, that's one thing I found out the hard way, Indian Carter. These niggas gonna hate and these old women gonna hate too. And so I think it's just a generational thing, bro. I don't even want to say that, but a lot of the older people, do feel like they are entitled to something, right? They do feel like they more entitled to, um, you know, I don't be trying to hear this shit. All I know is when I got here, it wasn't nothing here. You feel me? So a nigga can't nobody tell me shit. You feel me? I ain't listening to shit, nigga. When I got here, it wasn't shit here. It ain't a door to twist, nigga. Ain't nowhere to have a meeting at. It ain't a bench in the parking lot nowhere, nigga. It ain't nowhere we can stand, and the laws ain't gonna fuck with us for being out here like this here, nigga. So I don't, nigga, can't nobody tell me a motherfucking thing, nigga. Especially not if I gotta come here and start building, nigga. Don't tell me shit. Real talk. And if I feel like that, imagine how them youngsters feel. Because the youngsters feel like I can't tell them shit. You hear me? Yeah. They want to do it their own way. They want their own blank sheet of paper, bro. But we gotta give them that motivation, bro. We gotta let them know we behind them, and build up their confidence, bro, to come out here and let them know, hey man, we listening to you. You feel me? It's gonna be y'all the ones that's gonna take this shit to another level as well. We just gotta provide the platforms, you know what I mean? In a real way, man. We ain't had it, like we say, we push up on the scene, the old niggas get to hating. You feel me? Nah, we gotta cut that shit out, bro. Before we do some Willie Lynch shit on you niggas. Yardra Styles in the building. What's up with it, y'all? Turn on one time. Y'all, man, we some promoters hit me up, man. They talking about doing a Indigenous American Indian Day in Houston, man. So yeah, bro, don't be nowhere where can't nobody find you, bro. I'd say have to meet in the middle. Old need the young, and the young need the old. I agree with that. How we get them to work in harmony, bro. That's the part that I'm curious about. So that's definitely what we need. How we get them to come together and mesh. That's something that we gonna have to figure out. You feel me? So, cause y'all know how the youth is. They don't give a damn. They'll go and do their own thing quick. And so, yeah, they'll go do their own thing quick. But different ways, man, to because one thing is for sure, bro, is that people are of American Indian descent here. You feel me? People are of American Indian descent here. So that's one of the things that we do have on our side right there. You know what I'm saying? But the game is, bro, you got to go outside. You got to let people know what you have going on. You can't just be out there. You got to really have something going on, though. You feel me? You have to really have something going on. So, he say, hot hell nah, them old niggas need to retire. If you only putting up 3 points a game, nigga ain't fighting for rebounds no more in the quarter. You hear me? Nigga can't get back up court and transition on defense. And say, nigga blowing right by you. Nigga blowing right by you, bro. Nah, for real though. Niggas blowing right by you, bro. Respect has to be the first thing. The rest will line up. I agree with anything. One thing that I learned about this game, this paradigm, is that Circular say got to get the victimites out the way. Yeah. I done told niggas, bro, I'm not opposed to political action. Do I feel like that should be out? No, I feel like, and I leave that to old niggas though, man, because that's old niggas game. Well, me coming up, bro, my background, we was taught the opposite. You feel me? In the land of the oppression, what Jay-Z say, why you think they call it a project? Because it's a project experiment, and we're in it only as objects. And so, coming from that situation right there, bro, you can't have a victim mentality. You feel me? You gotta have a do for self mentality. You gotta have a building mentality, man. And so, that's what I chose to do with my voice, man. Political actions. I'm not gonna deter nobody. Do I feel like that's the right move for put the next generation in some political shit? I don't know, man. I ain't got 100 years to be fighting no fights. You feel me? When we can get together and do it in 5, we can get together, put it together, and we can do some shit in 5. We can build our own world paradigm in 5 years, 10 years max. I ain't got 100 years. Fuck, we steady wasting generations in lifetime. Nigga, we need to be building generational wealth. Fuck, we out here, nigga, trying to be generational politicians and it ain't working. Fuck that shit. Plus, all of that shit was the narrative, and that was the play that they gave us. We sat here and watched these people create these civil rights movement, watch these people create this victim mentality for niggas, this don't throw no punch, let a nigga beat on you, this non-violent. We watched them train so that method or that blueprint was put out for the government. Why would we come back and follow that? I just don't feel like, we should be building, bro. We shouldn't be victims. You know what I'm saying? When you build it up and you got your own shit, yeah, all of these things on the paper or said are true. But when you have your own shit, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. Political independence. They was talking about Candace Owens, when with her coming out saying that, niggas need to start voting independent. Niggas need to go independent. Like, motherfuckers ain't even thinking about that. We steady arguing about a Democrat or a Republican, which side is better, and these niggas then convinced you if you want a chance, then you have to go Democrat. But see, that's niggas who ain't putting up their own money. You got to understand a lot of these mentalities, bro. A lot of these people understand the game. They know that it's programs. They know it's grants. They know that the government be giving away free money and shit. And niggas trying to tap into that. What I'm saying is, bro, go build your own. A lot of that shit you won't even be worried about. Now, when you get your land and your farms and all of that, then go sign up for the grants and all of that shit here, man. But if you trying to, use some of these to get a start or anything like that, get with your people them, bro, and get a start. Find you some like-minded people, man, and go build your own paradigm, bro. Why we steady gotta live in accordance to these hoes so they can goddamn me give us a little something that we ain't gotta pay back, and we can get a start off to start a revolutionary movement to fight them. What type of shit is that? Man, put this shit together, bro, and let's build. It's too many people from the American Indian paradigm, bro. If niggas was really serious about what they say, then everybody will be getting together and building. But that's not the case. You see motherfuckers fraction out because everybody want to do their own thing. Everybody want to be the first to do it. And ain't no problem with that, bro. If you putting in your work, then you want your win. You feel me? And so, man, I totally understand it, bro. That's why I always say, man, Tiff even brought it up, bro. It's got to be a line of respect. You know what I mean? Just respect what the next motherfucker have going on, bro. I don't look for help. I don't expect nobody to come help me. I know I'm way better than a lot of these niggas, so they don't even want me in the same room with them because they might not get no touches on the ball that day. I passed the rock, though. I ain't on no Kobe shit. You know what I'm saying? But other motherfuckers, they, you gotta understand, they vision for when they came in this shit was their vision. You feel me? And so sometimes you have to let people walk in that light. My journey is a little different, bro. I come here to push the American Indian paradigm further, however I can do that. You feel me? And I'm willing to. I ain't never been no hating ass nigga, no jealous ass nigga. I've been down to work with anybody who was talking about something. You feel me? And so, for as the youth, we got to get outside and go talk to them. We got to go up to these colleges. Nah, we gotta go up there to these colleges, bro. They have to see us. We have to shake their hand. We have to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? We have to go out there and tap in with them, bro. We got to be relatable. You know what I mean? They have to feel comfortable talking to us. Like, we gotta get out there and talk to them, man. These college students and shit, they waiting on us. You know, I'm tired of seeing these motherfucking viral videos. They got a new ass shaking challenge out there. You hear me? They talking about if they send this to you, you gotta do it. Nigga all in the mirror shaking ass. They got a new ass shaking challenge out there, man. Chief say no little you, no big you, little me in the real way, man. You know, they have to be the mentality because to be honest, shit, nobody have no motherfucking egos out here from this paradigm when we ain't got shit. When you go in the Pan-African paradigm, they got everything. Yeah, they government funded and all that type of shit. That's what niggas over here be trying to do. Well, the government gave them niggas program, man. I hate the boy. That shit there, man. I'm telling you, bro. Maybe I ain't been around long enough. Maybe I don't know enough or something. You feel me? But we don't need to ask the government to help us do a motherfucking thing, nigga. If we can't do it on our own, I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't need it. The fuck we said it being compromised and gotta fall under these niggas. Come on, bro. Miss K in the building, Charlotte, North Carolina. What up, though? Bro Lawrence in the building. I see you, fam. Carrie Baden pulled up on her. All right, y'all. The homie Dane and pulled up. Peace. What's up with it, Dane?
What's going on? How you?
Oh man, I'm slow motion, man. I'm doing all right. Appreciate you. Glad you can make it, man. We in here going off on the just talking about this American Indian paradigm, man, and the future of it. I do want to ask you this here, man, since you pulled up. Want to go and get right into it. Who is Dane Callaway?
Just me. What they see online is who I am in person. I'm just me.
In the real way, I wanna ask you, so you from DC, Washington DC, man. What was it like growing up in DC?
DC was rough. DC was not something to be played with, man. It was more so a lot of stuff was going on, like a lot of fighting, killing, stabbing, robbing. It was a rough city. Well, I'm from Southeast, and so we got a lot of stuff happening around where we were. A lot of before gentrification started happening, where you start seeing a whole bunch of white folks coming around. Like that's actually when I was getting ready to leave. They started coming in, but prior to that, all the Southeast. I mean, actually the whole DC for real, but. You know, of course, I'm gonna speak for Southeast. Southeast was just super rough. But I mean, that's in school, outside of churches, on buses, at the train stations, everything. You just gotta be on point. You know, mind your business with it. Even if you mind your business, it could be something popping off. But you know, stay true to yourself. Stay true to the people that you know. You know, and just don't let that be the plan that you stay in there. You know, especially if you're trying to raise children. And, you know, I had 5 and, you know, me and my wife grew up in DC. So it was like, she understand where I'm coming from. You know, she understood me from the get-go. I've been knowing my wife since elementary school. I just didn't know I was looking at my wife the whole time. But, you know, we came back around when she went to a separate college than I did. And when we got back in mutual contact between our best friends and, our best friends was like meeting up, and then we happened to run into each other again, and we was like, okay, let's not separate again. Let's make it official. But so something did, you know, good come up out of that, and like a lot of good came up out of that. Me, you know, being raised in DC like that. My grandmother pulled me up out of the schools that were in Southeast and put me all the way to hell uptown. You got to be from DC to understand where I'm coming from, but. She thought that uptown would have the best schools, but all it was a goddamn fashion show. That's all it was. At, you know, the schools in Southeast, we had to wear uniform, but the schools uptown, especially when I started getting into junior high school and high school, it was no uniform. We had to come up in there with the freshest of the freshest. But, yeah, and there was even more hate, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I could tell you some stories, but I did, you know, stick with what I thought was right in school. I always challenged the teachers, and especially my history teachers. Like, they could tell you, like, they follow, except for Mr. Curry because he passed away. But the rest of them, even the people that were in school with me in my classroom, they knew, oh, Dane about to go say something again. I was always that type of person where I'm challenging a teacher or based off of what, curriculum they teaching to the school, to the students. And, people wanted me to be the president of the school. A couple times I ran for it and won, but they wanted me to do the, well, okay, matter of fact, I'm about to tell you something I never mentioned before. My grandmother, when I was in elementary school, my grandmother started me off in elementary school having my own radio station. Like, she made me who I am for real, technically. I was in elementary school over what they called the intercom system, giving the announcements. And my grandmother made me do that on top of the script that she wrote for me. Wow, some days I would read poems or some days I would read some type of motivational speech that she wrote that I had to go over the night before, and I better have it right by the time the next morning come because she ain't gonna send me to school. And she sit there and listen, because where our house at ain't too far away from the school, or where you actually is still there, but it's a totally different school now. But the intercom was super loud that it was also outside as well, where everybody outside could hear my voice. So she used to sit right in her bedroom window with the window open, listening to me to make sure I ain't make no mistakes or nothing like that. She'll give critiques when I come home. But yeah, my grandmother put me into this. So my voice was already like, I could sound like DC a little bit depending on what I say, certain things, like and everything like that. But she made my voice the way it is right now because she kept encouraging me to be great. That's all it was. And that's why she pulled me up out of those other schools and put me into those, what she thought was top schools at that time. Graduated from them. It was no different. Like, I mean, of course it was more diverse uptown, like where I get to see white folks, Chinese folks, and Hispanics, but we all got taught the exact same thing. Everybody was indoctrinated the same exact way. It was no different. Their learning process was quicker, but that's it. Still indoctrination.
Right. All right, let me ask you this here. What are some hobbies that you have if the people wouldn't know you have? Like what are your hobbies? Yeah, what are some of the things that you like to do? Right.
I like to collect a lot of records. I like to collect records. I don't know why. I just like to hold them into my library. Sometimes I get it laminated, depending on how old it is. I got books that's super old,
wait,
so old that they're falling apart.
You mean like tracks? What you mean, like spinning records?
Like documentation.
Okay.
Documentation.
Okay.
And I get it laminated so it won't ever fall apart. And even my books, like when you see my library, you'll eventually see my library. But when you see my library, I got certain books in glass cases because they were falling apart and I don't want nobody to touch them. And I be spending my money on stuff like that because like they're hard to come by. And I got my library looking like a library. And like even when my children walk in there or stuff like that and they see me working, everybody quiet like it's a library. And I didn't require that. That's not a requirement, but they just automatically show me that type of respect. But that's my hobby. Outside of all of that, the fun stuff that I do, I've been into cars, like racing. Like I'm a nerd when it comes to an engine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always been in stuff like that ever since I was like a young boy. I was in the NASCAR type stuff. Some stuff like that's totally different from everybody else that's in the football, basketball. Yeah, I played all of that, but I was in the racing. My favorite NASCAR driver was Jeff Gordon. I was into that type of stuff. But that's what made me learn about DuPont. And I just put out a video on DuPont a little bit. It's going to be another one that's coming out. I kind of tagged them in it real quick to let y'all know that I'm about to come out with another one about the DuPont family. That's one of the 13 families. But yeah, man, I've been learning a lot with that as far as cars are concerned. I'm into that. Always been.
Yeah, they got like a big coach down here, car coach. It's this dude named Lynn from Turkey. He on the Turkey Leg Hut down here. He putting together some they be having a lot of cars. They bring that car coach down Texas now. I got another question. What was your awakening to the Indian paradigm?
Well, my grandfather back in, I want to say 2015 or something like that. It was either 2014 or 15. That's when my grandfather like schooled me because he saw I was off that Africa type of stuff. And he was like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And he started taking me to reservations and showing me my family. In South Carolina, he took me to one of the PD reservations, PD Indian reservations. In fact, they throw me a birthday party every year. But like PD, Catawba, and something like my grandmother has Eastern Band Cherokee, and so does my father. Like my father was, when I visit him, he's similar to me, but he's more like, I'm not trying to knock my father, but he's more radical. That's the word. He's more radical. He's more adamant about on his approach about talking about our family, and because of what happened as far as infiltration. And he's North Carolina. I'm not exactly trying to state where because people could start pinpointing stuff. But and I did that before and I got in trouble. So I'm kind of like trying to back off of that type, let them know exactly this, because I'm using my real name. But my father also schooled me on to what everything was going on as far as the family is concerned and how they were being lowballed by the government, et cetera, et cetera. If I wanted to join a particular tribe or nation rather, and I turned that stuff down. I'm still affiliated, still I got my card and everything, card carrying. But the problem is that I just don't want to be associated with that type of stuff based off of who it's ran by and how it's going down. Like they going down real bad. They all on drugs and real bad drugs too. It's not a good look, So those that living on reservations kind of, they sprung out real bad. The ones that I'm familiar with as far as Easter Band. But I got a chance to see that on both sides of my family. Like I said, with my grandfather showing me his, my grandmother showing me hers, my father showing me his, because of course my mother's with my grandmother. But it was just amazing that made me flip everything. Like, hold up, man. I know, what I'm saying? It got to be other people out there. And I started going live on Facebook and started showing them my records and letting them know, hey, we about to get our land back. That's when I was trying to get my grandfather's land back in West Virginia because they had took it in taxes and told him not to claim that he was Indian. But I showed that on Facebook. My very first Facebook video that went viral was 7 million views in a day. And then my second one was the very next day, and that hit 7 million. And I showed them, look, we going to court and how we won. And I still got that land to this day. But because he gone now. Of course he passed this year. I had to bury him this year. But now it's based off of what he put in his will. He gave me some property, and that was one of it. And I'm glad he did that. We had that conversation, I told him I was going to make sure everything was straight, like to a point where we don't have to worry about it going to or back to anywhere, some type of bank or something like that. I promised him I was going to take care of it. So it's my responsibility now. I'm the big chief of the family. Like mainly I'm the historian of the family too. I hold all the family records, all the family pictures. Because my grandmother, before she passed, she used to do that. And when she passed, it went down to my aunt. Then my aunt passed. And that was down to me. Granddaddy just let me have all of that. And I still got to go back there because this VHS tapes I got to hold, like when they was doing some powwows and stuff, I got to kind of get that converted into HD and on some type of hard drive. People was telling me it's a way to do it, but I got to buy some equipment to get that done. But I'm going to get that done because it was a lot of stuff that was being held back because I just never asked. And that's what it was with my family. It was like, well, you should have asked. Because once I started, but I think my grandfather stepped in once he saw I was going the wrong route. It was like, all right, let me tell you what's going on. And right after that, I started asking more questions. Like, and that's how I got in contact with my pop side of the family, because my pops was like, all right, come down here. Let me show you what's going on. But yeah, so I got the majority of my family already set. Like most of them are in tribes and some of them choose not to. But like my Aunt Kat, just one of the, I'm not going to state that particular tribe, but she just got her house built because of the tribe. She had to wait for 8 months for the house to get built, but they paid for it based off of her fighting, because they tried to claim that she was a freedman, and she was like, no, I'm not no freedman. But she won it in court. I could say North Carolina, I could tell you that, but she got a whole, matter of fact, she not only got a house, she got a little nice little Toyota truck off of that too. They basically gave her money that was owed. Some of those reservations are on plots of land that my family owned. So they either needed to pay up or hand them property. So they decided to, hand them property based off of how. Now that's how I know that the government got something working in that. But as far as the reservations are concerned, they own parts or plots of those lands. But based off of my Aunt Kat's situation, but yeah, it still worked out. She didn't want to go no further than that once they agreed to build her house. So the way she wanted it too. So I said, congratulations to her. I love her to death. I'm gonna come visit her. But yeah, my whole family, like we got a medicine man, a medicine woman. Like it's crazy. Like I done went to a couple ceremonies already, and I learned some things that's new. That's how I knew that certain people of my family are buried above ground. That was new to me. I never seen that done before. I was like, okay, what about the birds? Like, are they gonna get to them? But it's like they got this. They have these special type of sheets that block all that weather type stuff and birds from messing with the with the decayed bodies and stuff like that. And they keep them up on, I want to say, stilts for quite some time. It is a time period that they do it, then they end up taking it down. Eventually we'll have to go to a different ceremony where they burn the body. But and then everybody gather around, plant stuff around like this big pot of wood that they'll put the body on, literally. Like it will be like how a person carry a casket, or people would carry the casket rather. It will be people that carry the body over. For example, like I did something similar with my grandfather, but not to that extent. But I know they did that with my aunt, and once again, that was my first time seeing that. There was a lot of ceremonies I wasn't used to, but this is the reason why I don't talk about particular tribes, because I know certain tribes do certain things. And, of course, I ain't trying to get disrespectful with how certain people be copying people because they don't have their own culture. But, it is what it is. I noticed that because I see a lot of people be copying, for example, the Dakotas. I'm like, or the Sioux, rather. Let me say the Sioux. I'm like, that's how I can tell that some of y'all not real. But, I mind my business when it comes to these tribes. Of course, if I do mention them, it's based off of some paperwork that I'm displaying on screen. Yeah, man, like I got taught rather by my grandfather a long time ago, schooled me to the point where I needed to have all of that information and paperwork to back it up. But I
asked my next question would be this here, since coming into the American Indian community, you was able to get your name out there, man, and just your experience through the community. How long have you been in the community? How long you been doing this
since 2015? I've been on the internet with it since 2015, but I started YouTube in 2016, March 2016. That's when everybody was like, "Look, you need to have a YouTube channel." But hold on, was it May or March? Something like that. May or March of 2016.
Okay, my question.
On YouTube.
So being here in the community, let me ask you this here. What's some of your most memorable times, or do you have any?
I have a lot actually, but I remember one time it just popped up in my head when I went down there to Southampton, Virginia, and how them motherfuckers was excuse me, okay, but they was super racist. I mean, super racist. They was trying to run me and my team off the road when I was documenting that stuff on that road. That road was super dangerous. From 16 wheelers to like big industrial trucks was coming through being funny and shit. Flying, doing like 90 down that joint. But you know, and then we pulled up at the gas station. I remember one time I had to stop and get some gas. Luckily, every time I traveled, I had my team with me. So it wasn't no just one or two of us. It was like 10 to 12 of us. And you know, and the lady at the gas station was giving us, you know, a hard time and shit, you know. Well, we don't serve you here. And I was like, man, this ain't the 1800s. Like, I mean, of course we started jumping because we from DC, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? And then she called the sheriff and shit. And we like, look, we just trying to get this and that and this and that. Y'all escalating it to something else. Well, she reserves the right to serve who she want. I said, this a gas station. That's a Exxon. Like, should I call corporate to see if that, you know what I'm saying? But we go that far with it. But that was something I never experienced. Like, I mean, of course I experienced racism, but not to the point where they was going all the way overboard with it. But we got that straightened out, got my gas and got what we needed up out of there. We just had to do the right threatening, be more professional with it. But, you know, of course, you know, we came up in there clean, you know, and stuff like that. And they was like, oh, who are these niggas? Right. But, and they was turning their nose up at Southampton. Now, another thing that I experienced in Southampton is when I pulled up, and it was a dare for real, I was noticing there was a lot of so-called black farmers, I'm gonna call them Niji farmers down there, that had tons of acres, a lot of land. So I asked them, can I put them on camera and get their backstory? And when I put them on camera and was getting their backstories, I was noticing how everything was like still correlating to them being American Indian based off of the questions that I asked. Like, who are their family members? How did they get here? How did they get this type of land? Was it given to them by their slave masters? Now, they thought that was being disrespectful when I said slave master and stuff like that. Like, they thought I was trying to be funny. One person kicked me off for his porch because I brought that. And I told them, I said, like, when I got back to my team and my wife was in my truck, I said, like, we not about to bring the slave stuff up no more the way I did, because apparently they looking at it totally different. And I remember I tried that same move on my grandfather, and my grandfather was asking me, what did I mean by that? Like, explain what that meant. What does slavery mean to me? Because, and that's when I was getting schooled as to how I was going about back then. Like, why that wasn't technically slavery. It was more so about employment. And the majority of the people were hiring their own people. Like, meaning, like, as far as my grandfather's father is concerned, he was hiring like his sons or his sons' sons and stuff like that to work on the fields. And because my grandfather's father had, and still actually, we still got control of his land. And that's in South Carolina. He had a lot of acres. He have like, I'm gonna say close to 300 acres. But it was, of course, we sold some of it. But well, I mean, I didn't. That wasn't my call. But some of it was sold. I think it's still in the 200s though. But they needed something for tax purposes. But that, yeah, man, I got a lot that I can state.
Now I know how they go, man. I was just gonna say, my great grandpa ended up selling some of our land. So when you said it wasn't me, it was, it was my great grandpa. He ended up getting rid of some of our land. Let me ask you this question right here. Far as the online American Indian community, do you have like a moment that stick out from that?
I mean, not really. Like, not, you talking about like when I post my videos online?
Just from your interaction or just, you know, being around the American Indian community, just being around it, I want to ask, like, how would you like tally up your experience? Was it like good or bad? I'm gonna be honest, like I ain't been
No,
here
it
that
was
long.
you talking about, okay, are you talking about like based off of my channel, or you talking about like other
Just
YouTubers included, like, or something
right,
like that?
right. Like other YouTubers included, like just the community. Like, do you feel like, for what you done for the game, and do you feel like you got your credit or your just due, or do you think opposite?
I mean, that's a tough question, because I do see a lot of them copying, certain things that I do, because some of them are fishing for content. But it's mainly okay. I just wanted people to be real with themselves and be real with the people that they present information to, and a lot of them couldn't stick to that. But this is what I'm proud at. I'm proud of the fact that I stuck to exactly what I said I was going to do, and what I have done and still doing for the people. So that basically separates me from them off the break. Like, I'm not that type that's in it for the money, or that's, some type of monetary gain. I'm not in it for that. And a lot of people thought that it was going to be a money move for them. They came in here thinking it was going to be some money without them having to do no work. And that's not how it worked. Like, that's not even how it worked anywhere else. Like, you're going to have to do work in order to get money. But that's why I disassociated myself with a lot of them, because I was giving them a chance, but they just didn't pan out. So, and I ain't want my brand associated with that. I built this up. I put in a lot of work in it. I put a lot of work into it in order for it to come up, regardless if a person agree with me or disagree with me. It's not about that. The work I put in speaks for itself. But I'm proud of what I did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't necessarily speak for somebody else that's out there now. Besides even you, I can't even speak for you. I can only base it off of what I've seen. And with you just being here now, you've done a lot more so than, well, besides Curry Mayo, you done, and A1, you've done a lot more than a lot of other people. And but you know what I'm saying, like, you could tell who really actually, I mean, I think Thompson one stopped, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen him in a while. But besides that, it's just right now I'm seeing a lot of me and Carmelo kicking tail, you know what I'm saying, like, still going strong. But yeah. And I really wanted people to understand that that's what this is about. When it come to me, when it come to real researchers, that's all they about. They about their work, and that take time. That's not something that could be, played around with. And you talk for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours and nothing get done. Like, no work. Like, y'all, and I just wasn't into the arguing back and forth and, oh no, it's this, oh no, it's that, and because that. Maybe certain people can learn from that, but not a lot. Not a lot. Now, I mean, the majority can't.
Right.
Because if that's the case, their numbers would be sky high.
Right.
And I'm about teaching the people.
Now, I definitely agree with that. You can't teach. You can't. People can't learn in a chaotic environment. You know what I mean? I know. So yeah, that's real right there. I guess I want to ask, like, through your overall experience, if you was to like package it all up, man, and put it on the scale, if you had to go like and rate your experience here, do you feel like
you talking about rate my experience on YouTube?
Yeah, just like with from just social media, just bringing, just teaching out here in I guess you can't call it a community, not a real community, but this paradigm, like, from the people,
man, it's beautiful.
People that follow you, the people that
it's beautiful, brother. Like, I changed a lot of people's lives, a lot, and I mean a lot, and that and it touches me every time somebody share their testimony with me, and it be thanking me, like, you did this, Dane, you did this, you did that, and I be like, I take the high road with it and be like, and I appreciate you. No, you did this. You just listened to me, but you took it to this point. You did this, you did that. I I put it back on them. But yeah, as far as like to go back to the other thing that you said, as far as credit, I be getting my credit. It's just that certain people don't accept it because they hating it. But I get my credit. But because I put in a lot of work, and that's not just in the US. It be the UK, Jamaica, Haiti. It be all over the place. And you know, we're authentic people. Like what I mean by that is somebody that has some type of or form of credibility and just a regular person. But you know, I appreciate it, you know, because I put in a lot of work in order to get this far. Me and my wife. Let me make sure I mention that because my wife is putting in work also. You know, it hasn't been just me for a while now. She's been like, and actually it motivated her. Like it, what I was doing, I mean, of course she was sticking beside me because she my wife and she proud of me and, you know, what I'm doing and everything. But it was just like, she was doing her own thing and I ain't want to take nothing from her. But then she started getting interested every video. And I just randomly asked her like, hey, roll with me. You know what I'm saying? And then she hit the roll with me. And that's when it happened. Like when she started noticing all the lies we was being told, she was like, I'm about to help you. But yeah, I give my wife the props because I remember it was some times I was about to stop because I thought people wasn't listening. But then when all I had to do was ask, are y'all listening? And then it just seemed like ever since then, this was years ago, it just seemed like after that, it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People was listening. Even those that just watch and don't comment, they listening. And they be playing the background. There's people listening. You know, and not only are they listening, they're doing something about it on their own, you know, within their own individual family. Because that's what I encourage all the time for them to do anyway. That'd be my main message. But that's why I say this, to me, to answer your question in more simpler terms, it's beautiful. The overall, my overall take on this whole situation of what happened. Not only did it change my life, but it changed damn near millions of other people. If not millions. It could be millions. Right, I just lost count.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was going with it. That's why I was trying to get up at you, you know. That's why I was trying to get up at you. Like if you was to stop today, you know what I mean? Like would you leave the game with a broken heart or would you leave you know, feeling blessed?
Oh man, nah, I would say blessed because, and then on top of that, I'm not stopping. I tell everybody all the time, I'm just getting started. Because there's so much more that needs to get done for the next generations to come. Like all of this work that I put out have to be in other places where the other generations or the next generations to come can have access to it. And, you know, I feel as though that's a part of my responsibility and to make sure that that's done. So none of this stuff gets lost. Like as far as like my library is concerned, somebody came up, matter of fact, in my Discord server. And that's why I opened up the panel and had people come up and you know, give suggestions. One of them was like, I should build a community library. I was like, that's dope. Where it be all the records there. You know, so of course I can't have people's individual records, but it could be records that I accessed and purchased. Some of them I had to purchase, but that way everybody can have it. And I was like, that's a dope ass idea. I'm gonna look into that. Like buy a plot of land and build a library up. And that could be for everybody. Have it set where it be online and everything. You know, and that's gonna be, of course, I'm in my 30s, you know what I'm saying? So I got plenty of time to get the majority of this stuff done.
Right on. Oh, nah, that definitely be live right there. Let me ask you this here, since we on that topic of research. What was your most interesting find? You know, through all your research, what's the one that stick out?
That's a very good question. That's like a lot. Damn. The most interesting, I mean, damn, that's hard. I would say all of it. That's why I be excited about the researching part, because it's like I'm cracking a code and I'm running off of leads. Like that part be exciting to me, man. Like that's my favorite part. That's what really keep me going. Finding more stuff out. Like I could easily say this one, that one, this one, that one, but I don't have a favorite.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't say that one is over top of everything else, but I mean, I could tell you the ones that went. It was a lot of them that Jai went viral, but
yeah, but when normally like the ones that go viral be the ones you didn't even think would go viral, because
right,
a lot like when people drop tracks, they be like, I didn't even think that was gonna be the one, but went platinum or something. But that's why I asked. So with that, do you have like a movie you made where you went to big on and it like over succeeded?
Movie, one of the movies that was Biological Warfare. Biological Warfare was my first movie that I ever produced, and it's on it's everywhere now, but it's on my website. Actually, it's not on Amazon yet because Amazon trying to. Once again, I told you behind the scenes, I ain't like how their numbers was looking, and same thing with Hulu. And I'm like, I ain't really trying to put it on there until they change that up. But it was Biological Warfare was my favorite one. Like that surprised me. I didn't know it was gonna be like the way it did. I didn't know it was gonna do that. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't. But that caught me off guard. I was like, oh, that's what let me know that people was listening. I was like, oh man, that one was over the top. Say it again. I couldn't. No, I didn't hear you.
If you could visit any place and ask Karimio the same question, shout out to Karimio, man. When my channels went down, Karimio, he called. He hit me up and checked on me, man, and for like 3 days, man. So shout out to Karimio, man, just encouraging me to keep going, man. To stick with it, bro. It's gonna work out. So shout out to the homie Karimio. But I asked him the same. If you can visit any place you ever studied about, what would it be? Like out of all of your research, if you can visit, if you could travel to any one of these places that you researched, that your research took you, what would it be?
I'm outside of the US. You talking about outside of the US?
I mean, anywhere, because the US, I don't think nothing outside the US fucking with nothing that's in the US, really. So just anywhere your research took you, or anywhere you ever wanted to go, or just in your soul, you feel like
I wanted to go deeper with the Grand Canyon, like beyond the parts where they stop us and say, okay, that's enough. Like I've been to the Grand Canyon twice, but I know they hide and shit, and I know it's also spiritual stuff right there. But that's an area I really wanted to thoroughly do some investigation on that particular area, but they got a lot of it blocked off, especially a lot of the main things. And I tried to throw my drone up in the sky to figure out why, but then they threatened to, shoot your drone down and stuff like that. So I had to take that down.
Like military areas.
It's military.
Yeah, I think you tripping. Yeah, they gonna bring them laws out there. Yeah.
But I gotta. That's what actually. I got so many stories about my drone because one of my very first drone got shot down already by the military corps in Georgia. Matter of fact, that's when I was flying the drone around outside of this particular military base. I'm really not trying to state where, but it was a lot of our ancestors' burial grounds right beside the military base, and it was gated off. And I was recording that, what I'm saying? Luckily, I still have some of that footage, but they killed my drone. They didn't want me to put that on, nowhere else, and they threatened to say, hey, you better not post that. But I still got it, though. But, yeah, that's how I lost my first drone. And I had the drone I got now is a military drone. It's heavy. You know, so they didn't. And when my wife took me, the first time I went to Grand Canyon was on one of my birthdays. And she surprised me.
I think you told me that before. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I went there, I took the drone. And that's when they straight up was like, when I tossed that drone up in the sky, it didn't take them like, I'm gonna say less than 3 minutes to they sent the signal, the on my controller to let me know something was approaching. They was aiming at that thing. And I was like, okay, they about to take this thing down. And that's when they pulled up on me. And they pulled up on me and my team. And you know, I don't go nowhere without my team when I'm doing something like that. But it was straight up was like, hey, take that down, or we gonna take it down. So I brought it back. I hit the button to call it back to me. But yeah, that was, you know, I wish they would let me get more of that. That's an area I really wanted. You know, but they ain't let me get fired off. I'm talking about I was just about to bend a corner, and that's when they was it was ringing off on my controller.
What you think they could be hiding down there? Like,
a portal.
What you think some of the possibilities?
A portal.
Okay.
A portal. I got a feeling they using these. Like, see, I believe that's more than one portal, and you know we can talk about that if you want to, but I believe that's one of them. I believe that's one of the areas where they use to go to a different area. But because I read about that before, like there was one in Alaska that will take you somewhere in Russia, and there was one in the Grand Canyon that will take you somewhere in another part of the world. And I just wanted to get that on camera because I was reading a lot of stuff that was confirming that stuff was being there, and I just wanted to see it for myself. But they just kind of making it obvious, you know what I'm saying? Because why else would you block that? But like it's a gate, it's a portal. But I mean, of course, that's alleged because I don't have the footage of that. But I got a feeling it's there. Why else are they blocking those areas?
Right. Now it's definitely got to be something down there, and it just have an ancient feel. That whole area out there had like an ancient feel, and we know it can't be too far fetched. I mean, the Mayans have stories about these portals that they hop through.
That's
they
right.
also have the Bermuda out there
the
in
Bermuda
that
Triangle.
Mm-hmm. Right? Those portals. Iraq. Remember when they invaded Iraq? They was talking about that cave out there. It was supposed to be like a cave with a portal in it out there. Yeah, and I think we was talking about some of that last night, like about the underground cities and tunnels that actually lead all across. You want to tap into that? So you think could that be a possibility too?
Oh no, I can confirm that. I can definitely confirm that. I put out a couple of things that YouTube nullified the views on, showing people footage of the pneumatic transit. That was the transit system that was here prior to any foreigner's arrival, like even prior to 1609, prior to James, and prior to all of them, it was already set in motion, and they just couldn't understand that type of technology, so they built around it or built above it. But that was already pre-existing, and it was running through, you know, what people would say pyramids, well, mounds, and it's still happening. Like, it's still that way to this day. Like, a lot of the stuff they couldn't cover. But I posted up, I was showing the people the pictures. Now I forgot the name of the video, but I was showing the people the pictures and sneaking in the footage that I got to show them like how they were and still exist right now. Like, to go back to the example that we was talking about last night, as far as our people was working on the railroad. Oh, and that was another thing I touched on too, that song, how it was kind of showing us some hints. And the railroad song was telling us hints. But I got into that, bought some records from Princeton University, and started pulling that stuff up. Like, hold on, man. They okay, now we know they talk about the levee, but where was that located? And then I found that it was in New Orleans, what they were referring to. Now remember, you said it was part of a port, but it could have just been an opening right there within a mound at the same time, not necessarily near water, but it could have led to water. And that's how I was talking about last night. I was like, well, how else were they? And how else were these people able to communicate back and forth back then without some type of travel underground? One, two, some type of communication by way of radio. And I remember I brought this up before, but I was telling people what existed then was a form of radio, was telegraph communication. And these wires, see, the thing is that the research that me and my wife did, we discovered that the wires were already buried underground before white folks, you know, before Europeans got here. And I'm talking about buried to the point where they're still up under, they're waterproof, they're up underground, going across oceans and into other countries of other continents. I have video footage. I have video footage of how certain parts of the naval department or the Navy department will go out there to try to maintenance their sections that's closer to the Atlantic or the Pacific, and they'll have specialized boats that will have this long ass claw on it. I'm actually about to put this this video out, and I think I'm not gonna do that till next year. But when I get finished with it, because we still making sure that we got the rights to one particular footage that I gotta utilize, where I could show them how they were manipulating that Mississippi River in order to get this done, in order for them to control the trade. That was a part of it. Matter of fact, it was all about that conversation. I was telling everybody about looking at the Mississippi River. Watch them. They changing shit. They trying to say it's dry now. Lying like shit. They doing that purposely.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna prove all of that.
I keep hearing that people keep coming back talking about the Mississippi River drying up and shit. I seen a couple.
They doing that on purpose. They doing that on purpose, because how was the Mississippi River drying up now? But back then, when they was using dynamite to redirect it, it was floods everywhere. Remember when people were talking about the mud flood?
Right.
Like where you would see accretion happen where water rises above ground. That's not natural. And I wanted to show them how that happens based off of not only how, how they manipulate the weather, but how they manipulate, how they manipulate oceans, or how they manipulate, I don't want to say, what's the word I want to say? Like bodies of water. Let me say it that way. Okay, by way of redirection. Yeah, that will cause accretion to happen. And I'm going to put that on screen. Certain places got flooded out. This was happening in the 1700s, 1800s. And they were forced to be rebuilt. Even though they built dams, the dams wasn't even controlling the weather. That's how powerful that stuff was, based off of you redirecting it. But I'm gonna be able to better explain it once I put everything on screen, because I know people like, what the hell? But yeah, to go back to what I was saying, they already pre-buried those wires underground, where telegraph communication was existing prior to them even arriving here. And they was just so happened to learn a trick and trade, and I forgot what that was called, when where they could tap into those particular frequencies. I'm talking about as far as the foreigners that got here, created the U.S. government. They were able to tap into those particular frequencies, but they forgot that other people could too, because it was connected to more than one area. And that's how Russia was able to listen in to see what the U.S. was doing. And I want to say that was around World War I, if I'm not mistaken, or it could have been a war before that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But they could look this up, where Russia was listening in to the U.S. government's conversation. But and it was by way of telegraph communication, because of course that would be before any form of walkie-talkies or anything like that. But they had that then. In fact, I touched on this again during a live stream where I was telling everybody how who owns the internet and how is the internet ran. And then I started going back and back and back and letting them know how that was existing years ago, before they even called it the internet. And it was by way of frequency. Of course, people would say, well, yeah, you could put like 4 or 5 microwaves together and you could create the internet. And that's true, based off of radiation. But it's a certain frequency that it has to be at in order for it to travel on what they call it, zones or something like that, UHZs or something like that. I don't have it in front of me, but that is true. They were able to manipulate the frequencies to hit certain particular areas where information can travel in different ways, more than just Morse code, for example. Like, even if you look at Morse code is like a code being tapped through a live wire to another end. Whoever's, picking up, and it's being transmitted. You know what I'm saying? It's being transmitted by way of some type of a computer that's going to print that off to show them, all right, well, this is what they're saying with these dots. And, like how certain people who are blind is trying to touch their fingers on, what is that called? I forgot what it's called. But, when the blind people that touch, but, oh, man, what are they called? It's similar to that. It's very similar to that. Morse code was similar to that. But where they'll use their fingers to touch buttons and actually could decode that by way of what they feel. Like, okay, if it's 3 little punctures right here, 2 right there, that could mean the, as an example. And I forgot what that's called. I really did. I can't recall that right hand.
They say Braille. The chat say Braille.
Yeah, Braille. That's what it is, Braille. But it's very similar to how Morse code was being printed off on the other end. It was in Braille. And then they had to decode that stuff. And, by way of the same way blind people do. And I was like, okay, well, how was that? That's why me and my wife started diving into telegraph communication to find out how everything is all linked up together. From internet all the way back. All of it is linked up together. Internet, radio, all of it. All the way down to the certain frequencies. Like right now, you should remember on the news recently here, how certain planes had to land, emergency land, because their communications was going out, their GPS went out. Remember that recently? This was like about 3 or 4 months ago. I think it happened in Dallas. If I'm not mistaken, it happened in Dallas.
On a plane now.
Yeah, well, you should be. And I'm going to be honest with you. And I was telling people during my live stream, the reason why, and I'm not trying to be funny, is because 5G towers are just cutting on right now. Right now. They took that long to cut that on because the reason why is because the aviation department was forewarning people like Verizon and AT&T and stuff like that to not turn that frequency on because it's going to interfere with their GPS signals, and those aircrafts they're going to be flying blind. And that's how they communicate, though. So you can't put it on that same frequency because it's going to go out. But they were forced to land in Dallas. This just happened like, I want to say either 3 weeks ago or a month ago. They were forced to land. They were about to crash. Now, remember, there was a plane show just recently, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was in Dallas.
Right,
and those
right.
two people ran into each other.
Right.
That's another example of how that communication went out. Now, if you go look that up, they didn't put this on the news. Another 5G tower got cut on, and it knocked off the signal to both of those planes. Okay? And I'm talking about to a point where they lost control and ran into each other.
Hey, that's crazy because you know what? It was a guy came on there and he was saying, I knew them pilots. He said, man, these guys are experienced. They damn near made up like 70 some years of experience together, putting them together.
Yep.
So they was trying to figure out like how could some veterans like this make a mistake, like a rookie mistake like this here.
Bro, that was purposely done. Okay, now I forgot the name of the company. It start with an HEIU, something like that. But this particular company was one of the biggest donors to the research on COVID-19. But they are in charge of these towers that they gave to contract by way of contract through AT&T and Verizon. These people do not know the effects of cutting on that many towers, new towers, by the way, on that frequency, low-level frequencies, on top of having multiple repeaters, bruh. Multiple repeaters transmit that signal. So it's not like you traveling 25 miles and to go another one, another 25 miles and to go another one. They doing it every goddamn 3 to 5 miles, bruh. And if it's messing with the pilots, it's going to eventually mess with the cars. That's why I was telling people, hold up on
About
getting
them
electric cars.
Yeah.
Exactly, bruh. And you see how California trying to force it now? They trying to make that mandatory by 20... I want to say 2030. It was super.
Yeah, everybody, they all about to come out with it. I think 2036, 2038.
Something like that. Or
2026.
You're
they're going to boot your car. You can't put it on the road no more.
Now, but the good thing about it, okay, is that we got people fighting against that. But yeah, because they trying to take it over and they passed a bill, and I put this on my channel too, and I forgot the name of it right offhand. But they passed a bill to the point where the government can tap into your car, meaning that they can control the car for you and record your conversation that you're having in the car. They could shut that, and this is by law now. It's already passed. I put that on screen. I forewarned them. I let everybody know, look, this just passed low key, and people not talking about it. They could shut your car off. Matter of fact, I showed people that a Tesla was on autopilot, and a police officer pulled that joint over and said, whoop, and it automatically shut that Tesla off. The Tesla immediately braked. So it can stop cars from driving based off of the signal, the frequency that they have. And I forgot what that technology is called. IBM was just recently being sued because of that type of technology, because people were able to use that chip to tap into Tesla vehicles and hack them. This is happening right now. Oh man, hold on. I know I got that, bro. I can tell you the technology. Hold up. That's called, give me a second. I'm gonna pull that up. I don't want people thinking I'm talking out the side of my neck, but that was crazy. When I saw that, I was like, all right, hold on. Is this it? Yeah, it's called the QNX software. And it's over 195 million vehicles that got that installed. And what's crazy is that this particular software by IBM, and they contracted through BlackBerry, is in all of the Teslas, bro. Over 195 million. And it's paired up with DARPA. So whoever doing that probably, you know what I'm saying, could be working with the government, testing that shit out.
Right.
Like, I be into stuff like that, bro. Like, when I investigate, grab and me and my wife be bouncing back and forth. Like, we was just talking about something last night I'm not going to mention because we working with some leads on that. But that's what be getting me hyped. Yeah, whoever you just put that person on screen, that's the company that funded one of the biggest donors for research on COVID-19 and created the goddamn towers and repeaters for AT&T and Verizon. Like right now in China, they on 7G.
Damn.
Right now. Matter of fact, about to be on 8 if they ain't on 8 already. You know, and remember how Trump said we was going to be the top people in technology? So, I mean, yeah, you know, people say they're going to vote for Trump, blah, 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 but they not looking at the bigger picture here. It don't matter who you vote for. They already got an agenda.
Right. You know what? Yesterday, speaking of these cars, and I see some, before we get off the cars, they just unveiled the flying car in Dubai. They been had it because when I was out there in 2020, they was gonna unveil it at the expo, at the World Expo that year. But you know, the 19 situation happened. But now they just recently dropped it. They dropped the flying car. What's your thoughts on that technology?
I mean, Jetsons was telling us, and so did a lot of other movies. It will eventually some type of war about to happen. And we'll have to be in the sky because ain't going to be no more land. You know, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I hope it don't happen that way. But, you know, they rushing this technology without testing it. People not even going to survive based off of the frequencies that they putting out there. This is not good for regular human beings. It's not. It's just not. At that type of frequency, they have not tested that to see if humans could take on that type of frequency. So they would be killing a lot of people that are not, ready for that type of radiation. Because you got to think about it. Your cell phones right now that's on 4G emits 2.8 gigahertz of radiation.
Yeah, it's already killing you.
Yeah, it's already hurting slowly. So now when you put that thing on 5G for real, they of course they lying talking about this on 5G right now. But once they start clicking them towers on, them gigahertz going to come up. Way up. It's going to be higher than 2.8. And that's not passed by the FCC or the FAC, whatever it is. FCC, if I'm not mistaken. They did not verify the effects, human effects or side effects to that type of technology. They just going in blind with this stuff, man. They going in blind. And I was telling people then, I remember I was telling people that as far as the 19 situation and how, and people they was trying to lowball this idea how the repeaters don't amplify, the 19. And I said, yes, it does. It will amplify anything that's in your body because it manipulates the DNA. That's the number one thing that it would do. When you turn in frequencies low and high to a point where your body can't handle it, it will manipulate your DNA. Whatever's attached to your DNA is going to have a side effect. Now, we know for a fact that they tested some of this stuff with 19 in water. Then they come to find out the real information came out and they saw that it came from snakes. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to go too far back. But that same effect that they found that came from snakes was amplified by radiation, by way of radiation. And they were warning people, wait, the people that were saying that it was amplified by 5G was correct. Because think about it. Why did they send all of us home? And then as soon as they sent all of us home, they had tax galore going out there to throw these towers up. And repeaters everywhere. And they ain't want nobody out there. The text was protected by the Geiger counters that they wore around their neck. And I'm telling you, I used to work in that field when I was young. That's dangerous for a tech. Now just imagine you cutting that thing on. And the closer you live to those towers, the worse. That's not fair to our people. And they just greedy. They just letting it happen. Nah, we got to shut that down. Like, I understand people thinking it's going to be more convenient for them. By way of technology, look how they try to throw it and sell it to people. You're going to be able to travel the internet faster. Yeah, but you also going to be making people go to their graves faster. Which one do you think they want? But they not even giving them the option.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep right there. Any thoughts on like the robots? You know what I mean? I see somebody.
You saw California, right? California making it law. They about to have robots out. Watch California. California going crazy. Matter of fact, that was part of what me and my wife was talking about last night. But once again, I'm about to go off some leads. But this type of technology that Disney has been holding on for years. They've been holding on to for years. Disney had this type of technology for years. I got this written down, but it's not in front of me. But the technology that they have a patent for is companies trying to buy it and they not letting it go. But this is how they, okay, have you ever been, I don't know if you ever been with when you were young or with anybody when you went to a Disney on Ice or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Where they would have shows and travel. Okay, do you know that that's not people in those suits?
Oh,
those
damn.
are robots. It's called animatronics. Animatronics. Brother, they are controlling that by way of software that they not letting go. So people are slowly coming up with their own ways to control robots. I'm talking about animatronics act just like, they got personalities, act just like us.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. This stuff exists right now, and Disney
Now,
got
look,
the biggest patent.
I met one in so they had like they had one in Dubai, like shake your hand, like he greets you, like I'm talking about, because everybody out there, they stand in front of their store, and you know they try to, you walk by, they, hey, come in, talk to
Right.
you. And man, they had like robots standing out there. You wouldn't even know that it's a robot, like a real person, man. Know all of the words. How you doing? I'm talking about that shit there. It's crazy. And China too.
China got it too. Yeah.
Right.
China got it too. But they not as advanced as Disney. Disney is the most advanced.
Okay.
They got and it's called, of course, it's animatronics, but it's this technology that I'm talking about is once again, I have it written down, but it's not in front of me. But it's like okay, how can I explain it? It's like okay. Let me get back to you on that, because there's something else I want to bring up too that's a part of the same type of technology that you may have seen it before in movies. Like, for example, not Spawn, not Spider-Man. What's Spider-Man's Venom? Remember Venom?
Yeah.
Oh, and remember Black Panther, and they said they got that what was the technology they said they had? I'm talking about the whole Wakanda was famous for this technology.
Titanium or
right. Okay, do you know that that's real? It's a liquid technology. Liquid. Hear me out. You may have seen this before in multiple other movies as well. They were showing people how this particular liquid, hear me out, can print anything out to make it look real from liquid. I mean, straight up. Like a 3D printer, but through liquid.
Right.
I don't have that name, the name of that one in front of me neither, but that's existing right now, and Disney got the patent for that.
Watch this here. If you remember Terminator 2.
Exactly. They were
saying
saying
that. Turn up, man. They had that liquid, man. That's how he was able to do all of that. Remember
they was doing it
liquid, then it'll form, yeah.
And it will form into anything that you want.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
Anything that you want.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's going beyond robots, you know what I'm saying? Like they could formulate a whole city based off of this liquid, and we think it's real. Like it would be just rendered out. And you would think, damn, this been here this whole time? And that's how the Mandela effect gonna come into play. But at the same time, they've been already time traveling with these portals to go back what I was talking about. Because where else are they learning this technology from? Fast on top of that. And why Disney always got their name on it? I'm talking about, and got it on up under lock and key. They don't want it to go nowhere else.
And you look at the land that Disney sit on too. That's ancient Mayan territory down there in Florida. That was key real estate down there. That was the they know that the Mayans came there. That land right there, Pensacola, all in that area and all that shit there. And where they got the Disneyland, that they know that's ancient territory right there. They said T-1000. That was a T-1000. I think that was what was on Terminator, huh? T-1000. That's what they called the liquid form on there. But man, that's crazy. You got me going, because even like when you talking about the pyramids and shit, even going into the signs of the pyramids, they were saying that they were using them for as like portals or ways to actually like go through different portals and come out on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you going with the tunnels and the portals, Mexico, down in New Mexico, down there, Roswell, what you think I think it's called Roswell or something down there. What you think about that? Is any of that true? They talk about the underground bunkers and the underground cities.
Absolutely. The underground cities is there. I remember I mentioned that to you before. That's like when something's happening for example, like God forbid this happens, but if something happens to the U.S., a lot of the people who are politicians, and especially the president, are going underground, and not your regular bunker. Not your regular bunker. They already got cities down there right now. In fact, my favorite video game, Resident Evil, pointed this out. And of course, that was made by the Japanese, Capcom. They was pointing this out that it existed in the US. They called it the hub. But remember Area 51? You know,
Right.
if you look this up right now, people that remember that time everybody was like they're going to rush over there and expose Area 51, but they exposed that everything was up underground. I'm talking about cities, bruh. Cities up underground. I'm talking about they even got, like I said before, they even got their own transit system that's faster than New York and DC and everywhere else combined up underground right now. Matter of fact, that's floating on water too. But it's floating like that liquid that I'm talking about and making it quick as shit. I forgot the name of that technology, but I do have a video on it right now up underground. Not only that, notice how all the cabling is going up underground. They will tell you that it's being buried under, but they doing it right beside the existing cable. To go back to what I mentioned earlier, because they couldn't grasp that type of technology, didn't want to touch it, didn't want to bother it. They just want to mimic it as much as they could. That's why even to go to the train tracks, they land train tracks next to existing train tracks. Because they know those train tracks is leading all around, not only the U.S., but in other places, in other countries, and other continents. Same thing going for the mounds and or the tunnels or the caves, whatever we want to call it. Same thing. And the train tracks running right through them.
So let me ask you this here, because I just thought about something when you said that. Okay, so we have all of these mounds, and do you think that these mounds connected underground?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Not think. I got the pictures in the video.
Okay.
Oh, I
Because
can confirm that.
it makes sense, especially how they built them and how they set them up. You know, according to water streams and areas, and a lot of those streams, those routes, they actually made. You know what I mean? That was something that the Mayans did in Florida as well. They created a lot of them water systems. You know, they basically mapped it out themselves. So how they,
because just think about it. You think people gonna be traveling across the without cars? You know what I'm saying? Without bikes, they may have used horses, but just think about it. Back then, doing a whole lot of traveling across the U.S., how are you going to do that? By walking?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if people gonna die. They're not gonna survive that. But if they could hop on a train that take them through mound after mound, mountain after mountain, and get them to another location that's further away, yeah, they're gonna do it just like that.
Right, because you got to think about it. They ain't doing like little traveling. Like they not going from, let's say, Houston and traveling down to Dallas 200 miles. Now they going cross country.
They going cross country.
Yeah, they even going international. They making their way through the Caribbean islands, all through the Ohio mound systems. They direct trade was going down into Florida and down through the Caribbean islands. They also went down through Louisiana, East Texas area down there, down to the
I put the map up. Like I put the map up of those underground railroads. I put the whole map up to show you how, and it's odd.
And let the people know what what movie you did on that. I want to go check that out myself too.
You got to give me a second because I'm gonna have to go on the channel
trust
and
me,
find
I
that
feel
out.
you. Now, trust me, I feel you. They know too. I never remember the titles. I always be asking them the titles and my shit. So
yeah, I can't remember the title, but it is still on my channel. It is still on my channel, and it was all about the underground. But I showed them. I got 2 maps. Actually, I got more than that. Because the ones that I didn't show, I started showing how international travel was happening from the U.S. by way of the Underground Railroads to other particular areas. That's what I didn't show. But I do have that as well. And that's how I know they were up underground. Through the water, though, on top of that, through the water. And these white folks ain't do that. That was here before them. That was here before them. And that's why they can't do nothing about it. Like, I'm just saying, they can't do nothing about it. All they can do is build around it. And that's why I say around it, because that's the reason why they building their own cities up underground right now. Actually, it's already done. It's been done for a while. But they not hiding up under bunkers. They hiding up underground in a whole nother city right now. It's a couple of movies that show it too.
Dr. Delbert Blair used to always say that people live longer underground. He talked about it having his own son underground. Even like this, how we know that it's true. When we look at the Mexican cartels down there, the Mexican cartels, they did the underground play, but a lot of those tunnels, were already down there. It was already access.
Already.
Yeah. So they just ran, and what they had down there, like the little systems for like a little railroad system down there, a little train system, which would be the same thing, exactly what you saying right now. It's damn near like it's the old way. They still using the method today, but it's damn near like the old way that the ancients put down.
All they doing is using it. They're not getting rid of it. They're using it, but they just building around it and building above it on top of that and building above it. Like a lot of the mounds was being hidden by way of putting up whatever building they want to put up, or they turned that into a park. That's right. Off limits. You got the Department of Interior or National Park Service is running it. You can only go but so far. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But yeah, that's why they're trying to keep us away from certain areas so we won't be like, oh wait, what is this? This a portal? And walk through that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be scared. I'd do it. I want to see what's on the other side. I want to see what's on the other side. Where's it going to lead to?
I might jump through there too, goddamn.
I wouldn't even hesitate. Me and my wife would just hold hands and walk straight through there and come right back. Come on, y'all.
If you could go back to any time period, if you could walk up to the portal and you could go back to any time period and come back, what time period would that be in history?
Right before they formulated the U.S. government.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Somebody just asked me that the other day. I said the same thing. I said I come back in 1763.
Yeah, right before that, man. Yeah. So we could stop them. We could stop them.
Hey,
we could stop them from trying to take our script.
That's the answer that I gave them. They ain't here right now. The person that asked me, they're in the chat right now. That's crazy. I want to turn this up. Watch this here. Kyrie Irving, man. Are we Hebrews, man? Well, talk about that, man. Are we Hebrews?
The Hebrew is a language.
Talk to
Hebrew is a language. But there's a specific language, that the Hebrews would use. But when it comes to being over there and what they, the landmass that they call Africa or the Middle East, that's not our people. No, but once again, we did a lot of trading on the Mississippi. So yeah, a lot of the Hebrew stuff was being communicated down here as far as language.
So but Kyrie
as far as the people know.
How Kyrie Irving and the Hebrews to Negroes, is Kyrie in trouble, or how would you rate Kyrie? No. How would you look at Kyrie?
Kyrie is a student. He's still learning. He's still learning. Same thing with Kanye. They still learning. But keep in mind, they just getting into this stuff. You could tell when a person is just getting into this stuff because they just blur it out. Whatever, they'll just say it right off the top of their head and just say it without going into further explanation on it. Like where they just got a lead and they looked at something and say, oh yeah, I know about that because I just learned it. But they didn't go further yet. Kyrie is one of those type of people that's actually trying to learn everything. But let him learn everything. Eventually he'll know what's up. He'll know the whole story. I'd much rather him figure it out. A lot of people had to do it that same way. But I don't think he's a Hebrew Israelite. Everybody jumped the gun. But they gonna do that because some of the Hebrew Israelite stuff is correct. But the problem is that they not looking at it from what it is. They looking at it from the Bible standpoint instead of the Book of Mormons. The Book of Mormons is actually telling you the story about what happened here, not nowhere else. The reason why is because the Mormons did come here. So did the Quakers. So did the Christians. So did the Catholics. So did the Jesuits. So did the Jews. Whatever ones you want to choose. They all came here because they were fleeing from slavery within their own countries and their own continents. They wanted to find. That's the reason why they called this landmass the New World, because it's the new world to them. They wanted a fresh start, so they was coming to be nosy, and they knew that it was going to be better off for them. So after they figured out that adults was being killed or not living as well as they would, they started sending the children, thinking that our ancestors was going to adopt them right in. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Some of them survived. Some of them died. But yeah, a lot of those people, as far as the Mormons, they were mentioning a lot of stuff as far as our people is concerned. This is the reason why they holding our records right now in Utah. Right on. Buried in a cave with a goddamn door that could withstand a nuclear bomb. Why you got it like that? What you gotta, it gotta be safe and secure that bad? What's up? What you hiding? But they know they hiding us. They hiding our records. Out of all them records that was burnt during the Racial Integrity Act, and they wanted to blame it on the wars and all the rest of this stuff, the whole time y'all was doing it purposely to manipulate the story, how come y'all gave the rest of them to the Mormons? And by the way, Ancestry.com is owned by the Mormons. I showed people that. Ancestry.com is owned by the Mormons. Right now.
That's a fact.
And I told them, I said, so why are they controlling the records? And why they now want your DNA? Not only do they want your records, they want your DNA. They want your information for real. And gonna give you a piece of paper like you just graduated from high school and said, here go your family members. Believe that lie. Versus you coming back with names, addresses, phone numbers, locations of your family members. I mean, damn, you might as well. You got all the rest of the records. But you want people to pay $100 to $200 or $350 for some bullshit? But that's what I exposed to my biological warfare movie, too. On top of that, like, what their whole overall goal is with that. They still trying to survive. This is the reason why their population is dying off. They are dying more so than they are being born right now. And I've been saying that. People don't believe me, but I've been putting it on screen. Article after article, document after document, research after research. Even Joe Biden came out and said that it's going to, the minority population is going to turn all white by the time 2046 comes, some shit like that. But actually, it already came. Because what are the results of the 2020 census? They the minority right now. They just don't want to admit it. They've been a minority. Because you can't include all the rest of them people that ain't white as white. Oh, wait, it's not about skin complexion? Oh, okay, if it's not about skin complexion, then you was manipulating the numbers since day one. Because you was counting everybody in as white that ain't nowhere near white. They've been a minority since day one, and that's what they don't want to expose. But it's happening. It's inevitable. They can't. Regardless, yeah, you can control the records temporarily, but we about to get our hands back on all of that. They ain't gonna have no say so. The Mormons too, all of them dying off. And that's not no knock. That's not no hate speech. That's none of that. That's the truth. They are a dying breed.
That's a fact. Coming off the Kyrie question, now, I don't know if have you seen the LeBron came out and spoke about the Jerry Jones picture.
He late.
Yeah, he too late. That ain't look good for LeBron, man, because he came out against Kyrie. You feel me? And then he was wrong. And I think this is some like guilt. You feel me? I think that was guilt of him. Remember, see how he did? He like, hey, y'all didn't ask me something. And then he brought that up. He knew his shit was gonna make headlines and go crazy, right? But now you can't act like you for us after you done just openly got down on this man. And now he your brother. And now I listened to Kyrie and he said, what's your thoughts on that in the LeBron situation?
Well, LeBron is boule. You know, those are the gatekeepers. LeBron is Sigma Pi Phi. He got it tattooed on his, I remember I told Mike on his back. I didn't mean to say his back. He got it tattooed on his chest. If you look at that right now, look at his chest.
Right.
It's the same logo as Sigma Pi Phi. Right now. The modified version of the Baphomet. He's Sigma Pi Phi. He bought already. He bought and paid for already. They telling him what to do. He the puppet. They telling him what to do. So I wouldn't trust him regardless if he had Kyrie's back or not. I wouldn't trust him. Yeah, I'm a fan of his game and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. But once he sold himself out, nah, I wouldn't want him to speak up for me or speak up for Kyrie. All he gonna do is he a plant. He right there to try to control the narrative. Now you trying to stir the narrative. Oh, now you want everybody to talk about Jerry Jones? What about Brett Favre? Ain't nobody talking about him? Still to this day, he stole money from millions of poor people.
Right.
And he ain't in jail.
That nigga, I like a motherfucker, man. Nigga,
Yep.
And watch this here. So, what's your thoughts on the Jerry Jones situation on that picture? What do Dane Callaway think about that? Are you a Cowboys fan? Oh, no, are you from DC?
No, I'm from Redskins.
My bad.
I'm Redskins all day. Yeah, I never liked the Cowboys for that reason. You know what I'm saying? I never liked the Cowboys since I was a Redskin fan. That's why, you know. But at the same time, as far as the owners, both of our owners some trash. Everybody's owner trash. Like, who put them in place anyway? Why we got to work in their league? Oh, yeah, they handle y'all millions of dollars anyway. Okay, shut up and play ball. But really, why don't y'all just take the millions and start your own league? What's stopping you?
Bars.
What's stopping you? Like, if you really want to control the narrative, control everything. Control everything that you own, which is your talent.
But watch this.
Don't sign your talent off to these making them billionaires again, over and over.
But watch this here, though, Dane. Check this out. I gotta ask you this here. I have to ask you this. Do you think, because I mean, just logically as that sounds, I mean, people get pissed off because when they go into, you know, into these teams, they still at work. You know, you still got like a supervisor. You might have a coach or somebody getting on your nerves. You don't fuck with this player over here. Everybody not getting along. We see what happened in Golden State. My question to you would be this: like, everybody can see, hey man, we can put our salaries together, grind, play these seasons, put our salaries together, create our own team, our own league. Is something in place? It's almost as if they can't do it. Like, it's illegal in some type of way. Like, it's almost like, because you don't even hear these niggas talking about it. You don't even hear. It's almost like they signed something that say they can't. You know, what you think it is? Why you think what's holding back? Because any sports, I mean, a basketball player could have put his shit together with a football player and a baseball player. Like, all of them niggas could have came for all the amount of athletes. Niggas know how the college system is. Everybody getting fucked. So why don't we create a system where it got to be something in place there, like a law or something, like written rule or some shit.
You know what it is? Our people not stepping up. Our people are just being. It's not even being lazy. It's just being scared. Being scared to think outside of the box and do outside of the box. We don't have to listen to their rules and regulations and think that's the way it's supposed to go, or we just got to follow the script. Fuck their script. Create your own script. But that's what our people got to do. Grow balls. Grow some fucking balls. Like, when the last time we had a leader like Malcolm X? Since Malcolm X. Stuff got to change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he right, though. They hate on Ice Cube because he created the Big Three League. And you know, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? I still talk to him to this very day. They still our own people. Matter of fact, it be our own people that's still not supporting him. And he did create his own league. And it could be bigger than that if our people say, stop turning their nose up. That's why I want them to get rid of that black term, because I think that's a negative affirmation that's holding us up. Get rid of that. The African-American black.
Hold on, watch this here. You gotta say that again for the people in the back. Say that shit one more time for the people in the back.
I think they should get rid of the term black because I think that's holding us up. That's a negative affirmation.
Man, that's some cold shit, bro. Do you know how powerful that is, man? What you just said? Cause you got to think about it, bro. The what black do, it try to represent the best of us, but in reality, it really didn't broke us down. Like it's like the best of us, all of that shit there, not even our culture anymore. It's like we so far away from all of that, man. And everybody screaming this black shit, that shit damn near like an affirmation, bro. Because
it's a negative affirmation.
That black title, bro, you see chaos and destruction, bro. Man, that's some cold shit right there.
Chaos, destruction, division. Yeah, I got a line coming out. A lot of my quotes coming out too. People was asking me, "Hey, put that on the shirt." That's coming out. I haven't. That's the reason why I took all that stuff down. I was up underneath my videos. I took all that stuff down. I'm about to revamp all that with a real actual, put some money behind it to make it official. But and that should be coming out. And that was a whole nother business that I wasn't really trying to get into, but I'll do it. Too many people asking. But yeah, he was doing his thing as far as Ice Cube and our own people. I'm telling you, it'd be our own people. Like, as a matter of fact, it wasn't them white folks love me. Love me. The people that be hating be my own people. Be my own people. But I don't want to claim them. You know what I'm saying? Let the haters have the haters. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about. Just because whatever jealousy they got in their blood, because they can't be like me or whatever it is that they mad about, that's not my fault. If you put this work in, you could get where I am or probably higher. And here come 2023, and it's going to be a whole lot of stuff that I'm getting ready to do that's going to probably piss some of them haters off. But so what? So what? This message got to get out on a broader scale. And I know I haven't been doing interviews and jumping on this and jumping on that. I haven't been doing that, but here you go. It's getting ready to happen. You're going to start seeing me pop up. Have my hair done and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have my gear on. You're going to see how I'm representing.
Hey, so watch this here. Is that some game that you had got? Because remember you said Granny had switched your schools and you got out there. It was a dressing contest, goddamn. It's a fashion show up there. So Dane said he going to come out with the drip, man.
Hell yeah.
What you think about what are some ways do you think that we can push the this paradigm forward? We can like tap in to the people out there. What you think? What are some of the things that you think holding us back? Cause you've been here since 2015. What you think like been holding us back from that?
Holding us back from wait a minute, say it a little bit, like, cause I'm not sure exactly what
Okay. So like you said, we gotta get this here on a broader scale. Do you think it's just been building up because the community knew? Can we still call the community new? Or
yes.
Do you think it's just like our time, that the time, the American Indian time is coming now?
It's coming now. I think the time is coming now. And even with myself, that's why I wasn't trying to rush to get on that and rush to get on this, because I needed more time in. So it ain't gonna be he just a YouTuber. You know what I mean? That's what my wife texted me saying she wanna give me a hug. My fault. Oh Lord, I know what she wants.
It's all good. Shout out to the wife.
Yeah, she requested me. All right. I think it's time now because, a lot of people wanted to, hey man, we got to do this, we got to do that. But notice how the people that did do stuff like that and tried to jump the gun, it failed. They shot themselves in the foot. And that's why I was telling people, like, when they was well, hey man, Tariq tried to take your stuff and Tariq tried to take your place. I'm like, you sure? You sure? Because number one, what Tariq is doing on his channel was totally different from me. I'm not clowning, laughing, joking. I'm not doing comedic stuff and, I'm going to put this museum together. Let me get some money so I could put this documentary together. I'm not doing that. And then he got to hire other people to do the talking for him. You ain't never seen him put out nothing. As far I put up anything, but an article that was already written and he talking about it, doing commentary. He just another con artist. That's why I was like, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to continue to do. I was put here to do this by my ancestors. I'm gonna continue to do that. And I said he ain't gonna last long. Watch. He gotta, in order for him to keep up, he gotta change his narrative every 2 to 3 years. But he too far behind. Everybody was saying that his crowd was bigger than mine. I said, okay. Notice how I ain't say nothing. YouTube took a lot of my subscribers away. I went down from 2.6, 2.7 million to now almost a 500,000. But do you know that 500,000 bigger than his? And that's why I said I ain't gotta say nothing. It's pointless. It is what it is. Let him do what he gonna do. It ain't gonna be that long. Once that he puts some fire to himself by causing controversy with other people that ain't got nothing to do with this. You yelling at Africans. You yelling at so many Mexicans, and you scared of them. The Mexicans wanted to holler at you face to face. You ain't want to holler at them. Look, I'm not that type of person. I'm not here to cause division. And then on top of that, promote the term black at the same time. That's one of them gatekeepers. That's what them gatekeepers do. I'm not doing that. And then nobody was about to stop me from doing what I'm going to do. But that's why I was like, all right, go ahead. Y'all can have the rest of this year. Here come 2023 though. Watch what happened this year. Watch what happened this year. And everybody done reached out. I reached back to them like, all right, next year. We're going to do it next year. And I'm going to pop up on these big platforms too. We're going to see what's happening. We're going to change that narrative and continue to change that narrative. Watch. More people going to wake up because we need them to understand what happened to themselves individually with their own family. This ain't about joining some league or joining some club or trying to get some vote to vote this person in. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. I mean, if anything, we got to kick some people out. Somebody took our place and we ain't step up to claim it. It got to start with our generation right here to get that type of stuff done. Because his generation got so indoctrinated with that blackity black that they have no idea what they talking about now. Now they just talking out the side of their neck. And whatever sticks, they gonna run with. Did all that talking for reparations and nothing came up out of that. Just like how it was in the beginning. And I told people that. I said, yeah, y'all talk a good game about reparations, but ain't near one of y'all step foot at the government's door. Because that's who the problem is. I'm totally different from that. That's why I say let them do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. And it's going to be totally different. So what I do look at is the mistakes that they make. So I can make sure that I don't make them same mistakes. I'm not going to do that. And all that was a fundraiser thing that he set up for everybody to go down to DC and, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. All y'all doing is selling books, selling merch. That's a hustle. Yeah, y'all, we talking good. And it was a big turnout, y'all. And whole time that pocket fat. That's all that was about. And where that money going? I mean, he got a family. And everybody else do too that came up there. So I mean, people not looking at it. But you ain't going to see no outcome other than that come from that. That's it.
And let me ask you something on that. Far as a position, what's your thoughts on taking a political? What you think would be our best method?
Hate it.
What about like political stands, and do you think that's the route the American Indian should go, or what you think would be our best route to take?
To take over our own government, kick this one out. We do need to be independent. We need to be segregated. We need to be segregated from what they got going on right now, and force this government to respect our governments to the point where, okay, look, if you want to be here, you can be here. If you don't want to be here or listen to what we got to say as far as what's going to happen with us and our rules and regulations, go back to where you came from. That's what, and it has to be forced upon them just like that. Do exactly like how they did in South Africa. Like when they was, trying to change the identity of them people and call them Bantus and stuff like that, which was another derogatory term. They kicked all them white farmers up out of there and took over their government. They got control over their stuff again. And them pale faces had to run to other places because they know they wasn't from there. Those are Dutch people. The Afrikaners are Dutch descent. Talking about something they speak Afrikaans. And notice how these Pan-Africans still saying African. And that's their term, Afrikaners. That's their term. These white folks that's calling that land mass Africa because they thought they colonized that land. No, they didn't. Not all of it. But y'all bigging up the wrong people. That's how you can tell when there's people that don't even know who they are, but just running with the, whatever works for them. But when it comes to political, like the political side of it, yeah. It's not about getting the best person in the government to become the congressman this and the governor of that. When this whole government is one big scheme, one big scandalous scheme, they shouldn't even be existing for real, for real. They didn't stay true to their word from the get-go. So why should they ever have the right to stay here since then? You made a whole bunch of promises that you didn't keep. Unless you plan on making them promises soon, like I'm talking about by tomorrow, like if we already have our stuff set up and they ain't do nothing by tomorrow, we don't see no progress within, we could probably give them 30 to 60 days, we'll kick them out. Hold up. See, all right, hold on. But yeah, my wife need me. She want me to run to the store for it. But yeah, I strongly suggest that we have our own government. I know a lot of people that are gonna turn their nose up to that because they so used to how this government is ran right now. But I'm talking about our own government where we set up our own rules and regulations of how stuff's supposed to go. From top to bottom, build our own infrastructure. Not just have so-called black businesses or niche businesses. Have everything. Not just businesses, everything, including land. Like with police departments, fire departments, telecommunications departments. Have our own set of internet. Have our own post office. That's the key, the post office. I got a video coming out on that too.
Hey, hold on. Before you get out of here, I don't mean to break your wisdom, but before you get out of here, I know you gotta go do the husband duties. Shout out to the wife too. Tell her I spoke.
Oh yeah.
Before you get out of here, fam. Man, after everything over with, man, after you know what I mean, after your whole journey, bro, after you've done all your work, you fulfilled, your covenants that you made with your ancestors, man. When you come back, after it's all over with, said and done, how would you want to be remembered? What would you want the people to remember Dane Callaway is?
With my work, with everything that I put out, everything that I put in, I would want them to, remember me as one of the greatest historians and researchers they ever seen. And that they ever witnessed. But one of the greatest teachers that ever taught. Put me, I would want to be up high. That's just me. It's wishful thinking, but that's just me. I would love for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like to carry the legacy over, carry the legacy on to the other generations and be like, yeah, Dane Callaway was a good man. He taught us about this. He taught us about that. I just make sure none of that work that I put in go in vain. That's how I would love to be remembered, maybe even a statue or two. That would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's wishful thinking because that's nowhere near the near future. That's just like, I would hope it'd be like that, because I'm still going to put in this work. I don't care if I'm in my 60s, I'm still going to be doing it. I'm not stopping no time soon. Lord willing. Creator willing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nah, that was deep. I was letting you get that off, Nah, that's balls, man. Man, I want to appreciate you, Dane, man, coming through, coming to chop it up with the people, man. This was a good bill, man. I think they really appreciated it. And man, come see us, man. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Me and Dane was building last night, man. And at the end of the bill, I was like, yeah, my channel dying, man. I ended up getting the backup channel. They ended up taking that motherfucker down, man. So I'm building up. He said, word. He said, man, I'm gonna come through there tomorrow, man. You feel me? And so this how we did that. So that was just some real shit to me right there. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate that, fam, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. And I'm one call away, fam, in a real way. I wanna appreciate y'all pulling up. That was a cool little old bill right there. You feel me? Let me see. 2023, man. Look like 2023 gonna be hot. You understand me? Look like 2023 gonna be some news you can use, goddamn. American Indian paradigm, and the people that I'm talking to, man, everybody sitting back, you understand me, man? They working. The ants be working, everybody kick back. They take this off time, man, to get back to go heal, man, to work on you, to you understand me, man, take inventory on your life. You dig what I mean? Yeah, to cater to your vision, you feel me? To go and manicure the yours, you going out there. Yeah, man, this is where you sitting in your manifestations, man. Most of the people out here that still, trying to run to the clock bus, they behind on points. You hear me? Nigga behind on points. Peace.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, my fault, brother. My son ran over my he ran over my Ethernet cord with his little car.
Nah, that's how I love. Yeah, I was gonna give him your well, shit, that was your last words right there. I really don't want you to go after them boys you just dropped on. Yeah, but now I was just appreciating you, you know what I'm saying, for pulling up, man. This shit was a good bill. This was a classic bill right here. And shit, man, hopefully the people got to know more about Dane Callaway, man. So that's really what it was about, man. And shit, you killed it in a real way, man. I was just telling them about 2023 and just how it's gonna be a big year next year for just the whole paradigm,
Yeah, for all of us. I really do think it's like, and I'm saying this the best way possible without tooting horns or nothing like that. I really do think it's gonna be real big for us because of what's coming up. Now, also, in fact, actually, I wanted to ask y'all folk right here. Like, I already know they're gonna vouch for you, of course. It's not even that. Like, of course, I would want to add him to a doc. I might as well tell y'all right now. Like, soon I'm gonna be working on a documentary where it's gonna be like me, Top Cats, probably Kurt Mayer. We probably gonna have to fly him over here. And who else would y'all like to see in the documentary talking, like sitting down talking about certain topics that we're gonna have in the documentary? Like from it could be from our community that know what they talking about, though, not somebody that's just like just doing it for money. Like somebody that's actually teaching. You know what I'm saying? Who else would y'all want to see? Hold up. How can I put up the comments?
They got
Oh, you can do that? Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. That's
okay.
The one I seen now. This nigga here say just y'all three.
Oh man.
Dane Callaway, Rod Hayes, legendary Top Cat. Shit. Somebody drop somebody named Con Drop. No.
Con Drop. Who's see? I gotta look that up.
Yeah. Who else they named? They name Miney, they name Phoenix, they name Rod Hayes. That's it. That's all. They want that 3-piece, man. They want that Rod Hayes, Dane Callaway, Top Cat. What else? They said Black Magic 363, Brother Rich. Hey, Brother Rich say he wanna interview you too. You familiar with him, Black Magic 363?
Yeah, he reached out. Yeah. I'm gonna do one with him. It's gonna be next. All of that stuff gonna be next year.
Yeah, everybody that come on he always asks him, he be like, you know Dane Callaway? He be like, yeah, I want to get him on. But let me see.
I'm definitely gonna do something with the brother next year though, for sure. My wife gonna be in the doc also, just to let y'all know, like, she definitely gonna be up in there looking all dolled up and everything, but you know how she do. She be, you know what I'm saying? I ask her to tone it down. She coming out with this, with the that, with the, you know, I'm like, all right, okay. That's how she do, you know what I'm saying? She a Leo. That's how she do. But yeah, but she wanted me to, she just came up in here too. My son is in that what are those things called? They, you know, they advanced now from how we used to. I don't want to say big wheel. It's not a big wheel. The other one that got the battery to it. A power wheel. Man,
Okay.
He took his power wheel car, ran right over my Ethernet. Knocked my whole internet out. I told him to go downstairs. Don't ride that up here, man. Go outside or something.
Yeah.
But he knocked my whole thing out, man. So I had to, my apologies. But luckily my internet pretty quick, so I'm able to come right back. But yeah, okay, this how I do it. Just click on the comments. All right, here we go. Now I can see the comments. So they ain't say nobody else? Oh, Phoenix Moon. Me and Phoenix Moon gotta have a conversation. You just gotta have a conversation, make sure everything's straight. I don't know who that is. Like, I'm talking about people that's actually doing their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that we could.
If we was going, if you was going by popular opinion in the chat, you know, they got Dane, Topcats, and Rod, bro. That's 2023.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be working with Zach, David. I see David just said that. I just got off the phone with Zach yesterday.
Who, Zachary Hoover? I never heard of him.
Now Zach is like, I call him the grandmaster of gematria. But I'm gonna introduce him on my channel to people so they can understand where he coming from.
Yeah, I never even heard of him.
Yeah, you're gonna he different with it. He do the numbers with it. But and I told him we're gonna have to do it differently so they can understand. We're gonna have to walk him. But yeah, he good folks though, good guy. But that's coming though. Me and Zach in the works. Minister who? MOI? Dr. Valentine. I don't know who that is.
Phil Valentine.
Valentine. I don't. Is that a who? What he do?
Phil Valentine. He a Pan African, but you know all the Pan African.
Pan African.
Watch this here. Look, you know all of the Pan Africans turning Aboriginal now.
Yeah,
they
ain't got no choice.
They Americans now, so all of them they switching it up. Like Dr. Kaba, you know, all these niggas they switching it up. So
that's good. That's good. I don't know who. Chief Warhorse. That would be good.
Yeah, Chief Warhorse. I like Chief Warhorse.
I think she mad at me too. I would have to find out. I said Kurt Mayo. Ishmael Bay. I don't know who that is.
They have to go out there too. Carrie Mayo, man. We ain't gonna get Carrie Mayo to America, bro.
Why not?
He ain't gonna come, bro.
Man, ain't nothing but a plane ticket.
I've been trying to get this nigga out here for like a year and a half. You know, he'll hit me up every time I go to Mexico. He'll hit me up. Hey, let me know when you dying. I said I'm end up popping out. I'm end up coming out there on his ass because he ain't far from Cancun, man. It probably ain't nothing like a 3-hour flight. I say, man, that nigga gonna have me down there, man. I'm gonna fuck around and go down there, pop up on him. But yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't mind going down there. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
They got pyramids and all that type of shit down there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Medicine Man. I haven't spoke to Medicine Man in a long time. Medicine Man was pretty good. It's been a minute. That's like he will be good. He will be good. I don't know if he I don't know if he's familiar with getting on camera though. Medicine Man haven't. I from what I recall, I haven't seen him in years. Like as far as posting new content, but Medicine Man, like when I was coming up on Facebook, I ran across him a couple times, and so I was already familiar with him as I was coming up. And when I came over to basically when I started coming over to YouTube, I really didn't. That's what I'm saying. I ain't see nobody on YouTube. I was like, damn, where y'all, huh? But somebody said Tasha She was on Facebook too. And like Tasha She know what happened. It was a bunch of, I was getting a lot of people hating at that time. It's probably like how it is now, but people were seeing it. They were seeing me go up at the same time. But Medicine Man was one of them, and he was legit.
Hey, what the documentary? What it'll be based on?
That's the thing. Like I'm gonna have to come up with that, like to make sure. But first of all, I'm gonna have to come up with the people. Then I'm gonna come up with the topics because it's based off of what all we could talk about at the same time.
Right.
And you know, but that's gonna be. I'm gonna say I'll push for that like springtime to make that legit because I'm gonna have to push some money to the side for that. But like to make it official, to put that out, you know what I'm saying? Like to put it out, not know, oh, it's just a video. Oh, it's just a YouTube video. Nah, I'm gonna do it official. I'm gonna do that official. Yeah, we said Mayo. See, I don't know. Nah, not no Safa Karu. That sound like some Pan-African.
Who said that? Them niggas
on Gematria? Oh, okay. I didn't know he was on Gematria. Nah, me personally, I know Zach got that on lock.
That nigga said Sarah Sakara or some shit. Goddamn.
Yeah. Indigenous one, I don't know who that is. Yeah, Tasha, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It depends. I haven't spoke to Tasha in years. It depends on how, you know, how she feel about that. But not the people like
on Rod Hayes.
I haven't seen his work. You know what I'm saying? Like remember I told you me and him was trying to get in, well, he was trying to get in contact with me for a minute. And then I finally was able to contact him. But when we was trying to contact each other, we couldn't hear each other. And I was texting him and he was texting me. I was like, you can hear me? And he was like, nah, can you hear me? It was like something was off right there. You know, I don't know what was happening with our communication, but
I remember you know, my first you know, when I first met him, you know, got introduced to him. So I was like cause they introduced him to me as a Moor. You know, and so I was already gangbanging on my, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I ain't want to hear that shit. And then so I kept hearing, I was, you know how people just send you shit like, hey, check him out. They was like, you might not like him here more. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't look at it. So when I did type it in myself, Rod Hayes, first video came up, he was like, fuck the Moors. And I said, damn, who is this nigga? He just remind me of like I don't know, man. Just if I go outside, it's a nigga like that out there. You know, he was like relatable how he kicked this shit or whatever. Kind of took me back. Then I heard him on Brother Rich channel. So I know from back then, fucking with Brother Rich with like Devil Blab, you know, the Bobby Hemmett, like that era type. You know, that's the type of paradigm he really come from. But he banged that Indian shit though. You know, that's what when I interviewed him, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, he warned me. He was so relatable, he humble. But what really got me too was you know, he had just started. He said he just started in 2018. I'm like, damn, nigga, I thought you was like one of them niggas from the 90s, and that's how them niggas know you. So I'm like, damn, he just started out shit. So
that's what's up.
He good people, man, and he wanted to meet you too. So but yeah, man, that's what they calling for, man. They want to see goddamn me, you, and Rod Hayes, goddamn. I think that's gonna be a good look right there.
Yeah, I much rather me and him talk behind the scenes first, and then
Right on.
and then we could do something. And cause I mean I haven't, cause he don't got no YouTube channel, right?
Right. That was the thing. Like
Yeah.
he on IG. His name Sick Ape on IG. And so that's I ain't know. I found that out when he came over here and did the interview. I
Okay.
had just found him, because I'm like, damn, you ain't on a platform, but he said he on Instagram. He go live all the time.
Now what's crazy is I used to have him on my Instagram, and maybe he got
that's what happened.
removed or
He got a
something.
different, he got a different account.
Okay.
He got a different account.
If he tried to friend request me now, I need to know the name of that thing. But
yeah, he got a gorilla on there. His name's Sick Ape.
Sick Ape? The number 8?
Nah, ape like a gorilla.
Oh, ape. Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. Make sure I ain't getting. He probably did send me a friend request.
Right. Yeah, you got to check it out because it don't look like, if you see it, you wouldn't think it was him. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker. Okay. But yeah, Sick Ape, and he got a gorilla on that motherfucker. Hey, can somebody drop that in the chat? Cause I'm trying to pull it up, man. They got him shadow banned too, like a motherfucker. Cause I type his name in here, it don't even come straight up. Okay,
I'm not gonna be working with people like what's that the guy's name that be hating so bad? That boy been hating on me for a minute.
We ain't gonna do it. Just I don't even know who it is, but don't even just fuck the nigga, whoever.
Yeah, you know he just be, and and that's why I was trying to tell Tasha C. I was like, cause she was trying to get me to work with cuz, and I'm like, nah, he just not up to par. To me, he not up to par. He's still a Pan-African low key. To me, Turtle Gang is his name.
We ain't gonna get no energy there.
Yeah, him and his buddy, both of them Pan-Africans for real. They claiming that they Indian, but they Pan-African.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get no energy to that. Hey, Indian Carter, come on, bro. That shit ain't cool, fam. Don't do that, bro. Like, we don't even play like that. I know you bullshitting, but come on, bro. We don't even need that type of energy. Like, we really on some positive shit right now, bro. That's why I even told Dane, we ain't even gonna put no negative energy around this, because we need everything to manifest this shit. You feel me? Because it's something that we really need. Yeah, bro, we don't need that type of energy, bro, because you feel me? I'm chilling right now, and I ain't even trying to go stupid. I ain't even trying to be in that type of mindset. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm really trying to manifest, bro, and, like, that type of shit shouldn't even exist no more. You feel me? Like, we can't, for real, bro. That shit, that wasn't cool at all, man. But,
I ain't even see it. It must have been crazy. I ain't see it. Y'all must have. See, I'm not on the YouTube. I'm looking at it on this thing.
Yeah, it ain't shit. But I do think I think it'll be powerful for the because a lot of people gonna see it, bro. Like, that's what people been waiting on, and it, like you said earlier, like, for us controlling the narrative. Because right now, it is a lot of people out here who are, you know what I mean, trying to tell this story for us. You feel me? Who not really coming from this paradigm, or who don't feel the way we feel about it. You feel me? So I think it's real important, man. We need it and shit.
There you go. You been hating on me since day one, homie. You been hating on me since day one. Like, you begged to get my attention all the time. People didn't told me that you mentioned my name for no reason. So I mean, and I got the clip, so I could definitely prove it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you act like you want the smoke. And on top of that, you did it in interviews too. Try to make it seem like you this and that. Like, you don't know me, homeboy. Just stay in your place. Just stay in your place. And on top of that, you ain't even up to par with your research on top of that. Like, I could call you out on so many different things. You trash for real. But no, I wouldn't want your trash ass on my shit. That'd be a bad look. You and your homeboy. And I told Tasha C that too. Go ask her. I said that back then. Like, hell nah, that nigga trash. But get over it. All that hating you doing, bro. I can't, like, I'm like, why?
Hey, he wanted me to drop the link. You cool with that?
Man, fuck that nigga. I'm not for what?
Turn, it's his interview, bro.
Fuck that nigga.
It's his interview, bro. So I ain't gonna let. All right, we gonna leave that alone. Then,
you been hating the whole time. You just
gonna
sit here and listen to me.
I can't. It ain't.
The whole time he was listening to this interview, just cause he been following me the whole time. He been following me the whole time, trying to copycat. That's notice how out the blue he pop up. Ain't nobody sending him this link. He been watching the whole time. He been copycatting. But then he don't want to give me respect. It's more than just him, though. It's more than just him that been doing a lot of copycatting, but don't want to give me respect. Oh, he don't know what he talking about. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah, all of y'all are copycatting and just mad because my number's higher. Like, get over that shit. Like,
yeah, nah, we're gonna switch it up.
I don't care if you fuck with Top Cats, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Like, that don't mean because you fuck with Top Cats, I'm gonna put you on my shit. It ain't gonna happen like that. You can fuck with whoever you want to fuck with, but trust me, I ain't fucking with you because you ain't fucking with me. To me, for all that, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you a sucker. You a straight sucker.
All right, nah, Dane.
I got you, but I'm not gonna go too far. But you been doing all that hating for all them years, homeboy, and I ain't say nothing to you. Nothing. You been calling my name out on your videos, etc., like you big and bad and all this tough shit, nigga. You ain't got shit to say. And on top of that, I seen one of your weak ass interviews that you did. Notice how them views ain't go up, nigga. And you got the nerve to say something about me in that video when it's supposed to be all your interview. I think it was that nigga Rich that you was talking about. That's why I was like, let me let that shit die down first before I hop up on it. So when I hop up on there, you gonna see it's a totally different, I'm talking about totally different personality. Some real shit pop up on there. Nah, I'm not gonna relax. I'm gonna call these haters out for who they are. Like, suckers. Like, straight suckers. Just because you can't do what I'm doing, that's not my fault, homeboy. Get over it. I fuck with Top Cats. That's your excuse or the reason why you listening? Yeah, yeah, Southeast Anacostia River vibe. Yeah, I'm from there. That's where I'm from. Minnesota Avenue. That's right.
All right. We're gonna let it go because I can't give him the link so he can come up and speak. So it ain't gonna look good on my end. Worth it. Yeah, but it ain't gonna look good on my end letting you get down on him, and you know.
Nah, he deserved that, bro. He deserved that.
Nah, but I mean, you got it off. You got it off though. He you know, everybody feels where he's coming from. So we're gonna end it on a positive note though. Anything? You got some last words? We'll end it on a positive note.
I mean, but see, the thing is,
a classic, man. We've been going
I understand Top Cats, but you got to understand. Sometimes, I mean, in most cases, I don't address my haters, but it be the ones that be claiming that they involved in this community, etc., that be hating, that be doing the most hating. Now I understand I'm getting hate from Moors or Pan-Africans and stuff like that, but when you claiming Native or Indian or Aboriginal and stuff like that, and you hating because of what I'm doing, no, I don't need. It's not about me losing my cool. I didn't lose my cool. I'm just calling your punk ass out. That's not me losing my cool. That's putting your ass in your place. That's what that is. You can't recognize the difference. I got time today. Like, I'm just letting your ass know you ain't shit, nigga. Keep hating on me. But anyway, yeah, but see, that's why I don't mess around with a lot of people, because they be doing sucker shit whole time. And of course, people be wanting me to collaborate with these folks, but they ain't up to par. You could tell the difference. Like the people I'm collaborating with on my channel already. On my channel already. Have I insulted you? Absolutely. Absolutely. I got the videos. Don't act like, oh, no, you all listen that now. You quiet now. See, that's that New York Bama shit you doing. Stop all that shit, nigga. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. But yeah, I can show it, but right now I'm not in front of all that right now. I do it on my time. And it's definitely not gonna be on my channel. You don't deserve that type of shine, nigga. But yeah, I gotta talk to people like that to make sure that, you know, what all them haters up under me. That's why I'm gonna talk to them like that. And they deserve shit like that. Like, that's not me talking crazy. That's me speaking up for myself. No matter how somebody gonna take it. I'm not here to be making friends with people. I'm here to let them know what's going on. I can show it, nigga. I told you that. Stop playing games with me. But yeah, they was naming some people in the chat that be like talking behind my back, constantly saying something about me.
Yeah, now we ain't gonna get no.
I don't gotta get none of these niggas shine, but at the same time, I'm just letting them know that no, I'm just not. The majority of these people be mad at me because I'm not working with them. The majority of the time is because I don't be wanting to work with them, and he one of them, and a lot of other people that they named in the chat. And you can tell, because all you gotta do is go to their videos where they talking about me slick. People be sending it to me. Like, he think I ain't got it, but people be sending it to me. Well, other people too. I'm like, look, it is what it is, man. I'm Dane Callaway. I'm not over here with a stage name or nothing. I'm telling you how it is. I'm telling you what's up with me. I mean, it's a reason why you over here. Like, you ain't comment on his other videos, did you? You ain't comment in his chat yesterday, did you? But now you over here? I wish I had my shit set up where I could drop a bomb right now. But it is what it is. But yeah, this is the reason why I said I wanted to work with Top Cats. Like, because I could recognize the real. The real gonna recognize the real. And that's why some of y'all fake try and gravitate to him. Because y'all see how it really is. But at the same time, it's up to him to figure out the real from the fake. That's on him. I'm not going to showcase it to nobody, but he know now that you've been hating on the sideline on me. So that ain't going to be too far away from him based off of how your actions are with me. So that's not my fault. Like, but he know now, he fully aware. And of course he going to keep his circle tight knit. That's what this is about. But we gonna keep doing our thing. As far as to the people out there, don't take it to the point where I'm not gonna speak up or say something to anybody. I will say something. When I got time, I will step out there and say something. No problem. But the majority of the time, the reason why I don't say nothing is because I be busy. The majority of the time, the people that got something to say don't be busy enough, apparently. And they got time to talk about me, right? That's the difference. Yeah, I found BCU from you. Then yeah, I mean, Top Cat, my nigga, whole time. I already told him. And that people got mad because I put them on my channel. I said, look, I see a strength in what you got. I said, look, let's talk about this. Top Cat will tell you. It was, I was tired one day. It took me less than 24 hours, but I fell asleep. I said I needed one more day. That was it. That video was technically done in 24 hours. It's that simple. That build was excellent. And just imagine what the next one's going to be. You know, just imagine what the doc's going to be. The interviews, I'm taking him with me. Y'all hear that now? And I'm taking him with me. I'm going to take the ones that's real with me, especially that's doing their thing. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's why I always show love. I show support. I even donated to Top Cats. That ain't no cap. That ain't no, oh, I'm slicing it up. That's some real shit. I said, fuck it. I see he doing his thing. Don't give up. Keep doing what you do. Yeah, I even support just like that. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. You know, I'm not about to, oh, he wrong on this or he wrong on that. Like, nah, I'm not about to be doing that. Like, I remember I told y'all that I like a Thompson's one. It been some things that he said that was wrong, but I still like him because he was trying. Like, you could tell a difference from a person that's trying. You know what I'm saying? And a person that's not, that's actually trying to do it for some money or try to do it for some clout. You know what I'm saying? So I show respect where respect is earned or respect is due. That's the type of person that I am. I have been like that. You know, of course, you know, other people out there that have been hating on me, of course, they want some, let me go up in there so I can scream at them and let me come up in there so I can yell at them. And nah, I don't got time to be talking to you clowns. So when I say something, it's just like a bar on a track. You only get 2 or 3 bars and that's it. After today, or when I get off of here, I'm not even gonna be thinking about you, but guarantee you're gonna be thinking about me. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm still gonna be putting out more work. I'm still gonna be putting out video after video, book after book, and the curriculum is on the way. I didn't say I'm building up a school, I'm building up a museum. Oh, I need some GoFundMe money, and oh, matter of fact, drop a donation. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm putting in this work, and I'm doing it for the people. You choose to donate if you want to. I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But nah, as far as, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but no, ain't no talking nothing out. Ain't no talking nothing out. Like, he been hating for years. Like, he old to me. He been hating for years. Let it go. It ain't gonna be no working nothing out. Once somebody cross me the first time, it ain't no, oh, let's retrace that and erase that cross. And now, Carameo never crossed me. But what I'm gonna tell y'all the difference. Me and Carameo got into a heated argument over a misunderstanding. Once that misunderstanding got understood, it wasn't nothing else. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I treated him like a little brother. Always looked at him like a little brother. He doing his thing. And he didn't know who to trust. Okay? But I was like, nah, it ain't gonna be to a point when I'm cussing him out and et cetera, calling him a hater. It ain't that. But I could tell who real. You understand? Once again, I could tell who real and I could tell who ain't. And that's why I was like, yeah, me and Carameo got into it, but that shit over with because that's real. You understand what I'm saying? That's something different. That's big brother, little brother fighting. That's different from me versus these haters. And that guy right there was a straight hater. Period. Like, he been doing that for a long time, acting like he ain't never do it. Like, that don't get back to me. Like, I can't see with my own eyes or can't hear with my own ears. Like, something wrong with the guy. But yeah, that's why I said you could ask Tasha She, because she could even verify it. Like, it's been happening that long. And I ain't speak to Tasha She since Facebook. The whole rack of these folks was hating on me back then, but I kept going. You know what I'm saying? And they keep watching and they keep trying to copy my content and think I'm not seeing that they copying my shit. Okay,
nah,
but as soon
as no,
it's not, because as soon as they publish it and try to make some monetary gain from it, I'ma sue that ass. Just ask Tariq.
Yeah,
I'm not playing with them. I put in too much work into this thing. You know, I mean, I'm not going to the left side of this conversation. I'm just saying, I put in too much work into this thing in order for me to allow somebody else's child to play with me like I'm some type of child. And it's not going to happen that way. You're going to respect me regardless if you like me or not. You're going to show me the respect I deserve because I'm going to force it. That's the type of person I am. But yeah, like, I don't got to go through all that with people like Top Cats. Like, it's understood already. Based off of his personality alone, that's why we not clashing. We linked. And it's the reason why I say, well, I know for a fact that he would do great on the channel and it would bring him more traffic. Let me look out for him. You understand what I'm saying? That wasn't no, oh, pay me for this or pay. I hot right on it. Matter of fact, I came to him. It wasn't even his idea. I don't be doing that for everybody. Now, of course, me and Carameo probably could have done it a bunch of times when we had some hiccups over there. But people still to this day want me and Carameo to do it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen one way or another. But I'd much rather say that, you know what I'm saying, versus them other haters, them people that ain't really doing nothing, just claiming that they are. You could tell, you could definitely tell who putting in the work and who ain't. And then they gonna say that they doing it behind the scenes. We don't gotta put it on screen. Don't do that. Don't do that. We need to see everything that you doing. Everything gotta be up front. If you doing stuff behind the scenes, all right. It would be cool that you're doing behind the scenes and we could also see the things that you're doing in the front. But if we can't see neither or, then you fraud. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at the same time, he different. He built different. And that's why I don't want people to be hating on Top Cats like how they hate on me. But I know he a grown man. He gonna recognize the real. He gonna recognize the fake. He gonna do that on his own. But now he know what's up. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. He gonna know what's up. I seen different people saying some other people's names though, Liz. I was looking at them. Once again, I remember me and Phoenix Moon had some hiccups because she had some things about me misconstrued. just like a lot of other people do, because they don't know who I am or what type of person I am. But before I do, I wouldn't mind that with Phoenix. But before we do that, me and her got to have a conversation. That's all it is. Once we have a conversation, we should be straight. I like her personality though. Her real name is my wife's real name. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? She, once again, and I remember I forewarned her years ago, I said, you gotta watch the people that you with, because they not gonna be around you in the long run. And sure enough, she saw it. She recognized the snakes once she cut the grass. And I saw it a long time ago. I was like, be careful, watch them. They out there to try to get your spot when you trying to come up. And that held her back. But just imagine me and Phoenix Moon doing one or more. You know what I'm saying? That, once again, so don't think that I'm knocking New York people. She from New York. It was just that one individual. But actually, he from Jersey, allegedly. Who knows? Johnny Aborigine. Johnny got a problem with me also. Johnny got me misconstrued also.
All right. Look, we gonna.
That's the truth.
Dang, bro. We had. Nah. It's all good.
I'm not knocking them.
I feel you. I let you. That's why I just went on to let you get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want this to have like this interview to have like no negative energy around it, bro. Because
there's no negative energy, brother. I'm just stating facts.
I feel you. But watch this here though, man. The reality of the situation is, bro, like how this shit work, man. And one thing that I'm figuring out, bro, is some people need anything, bro, to go off of. You feel me? To keep this shit going for another day. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just really trying to offset all that shit with positivity. Guarantee somebody gonna have something to say about this shit. You feel me?
I'm not the type.
I feel you.
I'm not that type to care about that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but I'm just saying, like, where I'm at right now on my journey. You feel me? Like all the unwanted attention or the, you know what I'm saying? These niggas haven't, because niggas need something right now, brother. That's
they need content.
The game falling off right now. Ain't no more election time, so ain't no more of the propaganda. Like a motherfucker, like
they looking for a move.
Goddamn right, Christmas coming up. Niggas looking for anything to get some, And so I'm like, I'm gonna fall back, bro, and just get in the lab and work. And when 2023 hit, and push this shit hard, everything a nigga been working on in the background and shit, and push this shit out on the forefront in the new years, you feel me? Just trying to save the energy and miss this wave of these niggas who bored and need anything to go out for, cause it's a lot of niggas in this hole looking who don't be in this motherfucker. A lot of niggas who ain't said nothing out there right there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Got their shit on record.
How many people watching now?
78. But it keep
that should have been more than that.
It keep going up and down, but the reality is, man, the interview went so live. You feel me? And I wouldn't even want to give like last year or the other year before that or none of this shit from the past, no energy, man. Because where we going, you know what I mean? We gonna need all the positivity, like a motherfucker, man. 2023 is gonna be the year of the American Indian. So. Yeah, I want to leave all that shit back. That's why I say fuck it. I'm gonna let him go and get it off, cause you know what I'm saying.
I haven't been saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I appreciate that. I haven't. Once again, I still do. I let it roll off of my shoulder like it's nothing. But
I know how I get, bro. I got frustration and shit built up. I got shit up that I thought about. I got motherfuckers who still come in my face and dab it up, and I already know what you done did or what you done said, and like the game is so fake. That's why I asked you earlier about your experience in this community, because just from the time I've been here, man, I ain't had nothing but fucked up experiences, bro. Or the game, the backdooring, how the game, like. I ain't had nothing but bad experiences from motherfuckers on the board, and so I really just, you feel me? That's why
I could have gotten depth with that, but I always looked at the positive side.
Exactly, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? That's the only reason why I'm really still here, because I do. It is some people who really, you know what I mean, pushing this paradigm, you feel me? And that's who a nigga riding for, man. And that's where I'm at right now in my place, man, in my journey, just stepping back, man, getting ready, because I know this bitch finna be so big. The ancestors saying you need to start working right now. You need to start getting this bitch ready now, because by the time next year hit, man, the shit gonna
it's gonna jump.
It's gonna happen fast. Yeah,
it's gonna jump. Because I already seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a vision that I was having. And that's why I was like, we just gonna wait for all that, just for the right time to happen. Bow, drop it on them. And make sure it's dropped on them more than once. Like, I'm talking about the whole year. Make sure they don't even come up for air. It gotta hit real just talk. Like that.
Real talk.
It gotta hit just like that. But that was the whole thing. And it's not just about me. And I want people to understand that. This ain't about me. It ain't about me. The whole point is that if my platform is the biggest in that note, then I got responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that it go higher. I got to make sure that it reach more people, because there's still people out there considering themselves Black and African American, not having no idea about their family history, not even worried about it. So it's more work to be done. There's way more work to be done. That's why I was like, it ain't over. And yeah, I mean, in Topcast, you're going to have haters. You're going to have haters, bro. No, especially next year, you know, and I'm not trying to state the negative affirmation here. In fact, cancel that. But once they see you going up and going up, and they going down, you're going to get haters. That's what happened. But I just wanted people in the chat to know.
Hey, hold on. This nigga, Rod Hayes just hit me, man. He said he want to holler at you.
All right, tell him. Matter of fact, you gotta give him my number. Give him my number, and then we'll talk. Cause remember, I told you I wanted to highlight him in person, like, you know, one-on-one before we get on the live.
He wanted to hop on the show. Goddamn, I wanted to get.
I much rather do it first behind. Let me highlight him behind the scenes first, and before we do that, and you know, and let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what's up, and I could do that. Because, I mean, that's going to be good, though. I mean, especially if you vouch for him like that, that's going to be good. That's going to be powerful. But, yeah, you know, I'm looking at it like, you know, once again, I got to protect myself as well, brother. And ain't no hate to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no hate to nobody at all. But I know how far I could take certain things, you know, and I want to, you know, fill a person out before we, you know, and it's not just him. It's for a couple other people. Also, like, when, you know, I ain't got no problem working with him, but let me fill him out. Like, when I spoke with Zach, I had to make sure Zach was straight, like how he is online. I wanted to make sure he liked that offline. And, you know, and I never got a chance to see Rod Hayes work. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I never seen a video or nothing. So I wanted to, you know, I just want to see where he at.
Yeah. And I definitely make the connection. He hit me 10 minutes ago, but I definitely passed him, give him your number.
Yeah, that telephone number.
Right,
yeah, he could do that today. We could do that. Matter of fact, he could call me when I'm on the road for the store for my wife.
Okay,
I ain't got no problem with that. I'm coming back in here anyway.
All right. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go and do that, because I'm finna go get me something to eat too. It's one. I've been on this hoe since this morning. I ain't ate either. So, man, appreciate you, man. This here was a live bill, man. I'm finna hit Rod up as soon as we hop off, and I'm gonna shoot him your mat. And yeah, man, y'all made the connection, man, because the people screaming for that Dane Callaway ride. Hey, 2023. Yeah, man, we're gonna push. But any last words you want to get to the people before we get out of here?
Man, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate it. I mean, even though y'all heard, well, you know, you heard a whole lot of greatness during this build, and then you heard a part where I had to get a few things straight. That's needed. I think that's needed. I'm not trying to state that I'm over here, you know, belittling people. It's just certain people that need to be called out when I feel as though the timing is right. And I don't want y'all to think that that's my whole makeup. Like, I'm out here trying to cause division when it's just people that's just hating, and I just address it at the time that I feel as though it's right. But I'm all about positivity. I'm all about bigging up our people and getting this message across to more of our people, because we got more work to do. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, Topcast, for bringing me on. And we need to do something where we do something for his channel, because you said this your third channel right here?
Yeah, my third channel, bro. And
yeah, we got to do something where we bring his attention, like his not attention, his reach back up. So like how his first channel was, or his second name. Now I forgot what channel I was subscribed to. Now I
Yeah,
gotta subscribe to this one.
Yeah, I'm out of there, man. This is my third one in 2 months.
And this one in 2 months. Nah,
2
we
months.
gotta make some adjustments. See, that's not supposed to be happening.
Them hoes trying
That's
to get
not
me out
supposed
of
to be
YouTube.
happening.
Them hoes trying to
Nah, don't
silence
say
me.
that. Nah, don't say that. That's a
Okay.
negative affirmation. Then let's cancel that. That ain't even gonna happen like that.
Right on.
We
Yeah,
put on too much work for that. Are you at least trying to upload your old stuff to this channel to try to get the algorithm?
I've been doing that for 2 weeks now. We've been building up for 2 weeks.
Can I make a suggestion?
Turn up.
If you upload your old stuff, give them 3 days apart from each other.
Okay.
So you can get into the algorithm like for a whole week straight or a week or 2 straight, 3 days from each other when you upload. Then the next week after that, upload a day apart, like a day in between videos. And you should be back in the algorithm right then and there. You should be. You should be. In fact, I need to take a look at your channel anyway to make sure you tag correctly. Make sure everything's straight so you popping up.
Okay.
Like, cause I mean, I know, I'm a nerd and shit, man. You know, I be into that type of shit. But I want to make sure it's straight because you putting in work like that. I remember I did. You can ask Kermayo. Same thing with Kermayo, and Kermayo got straight right after that. Even though YouTube's still playing with him because he got that joint set on Costa Rica instead of United States. So I know they're gonna play with his channel because of that. I wish he had it on United States, but I think it's too late. I don't think you could change that. But yeah,
now
but as
you
far
can
as
change because I remember when I was in Dubai, man, I wouldn't get, man, that shit that had fucked me off when I first went. But I watched YouTube videos and I ended up changing my shit to the US.
Oh,
but
so
I
you
can't
can
find
change
none
it.
of the channels I was watching. They was giving me Arab channels and shit.
Yep. They not gonna do it like crazy. they be blocking people's reach like that. And I mean, I would have definitely made that suggestion, but I didn't know that you could switch it. I thought once you create it, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that location. But if you can, Kermayo, if you listening, change your location to US. That's the last thing you should do. Like, I mean, well, actually, the last thing you would need to do. Everything else is straight. But yeah, I would have to check out your channel, make sure everything tagged correctly, and you know, we could jump them numbers back up the way it was. How you looking on the subscribers? We could fix that real easy with one post.
Shit, I got like 850, something like that.
We gotta talk. Can you call me later on today?
Yeah.
When you get back in there, you know, after you handle your things, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be back in here late this evening.
All right.
Hit me back then, man. We gotta fix that up. Third channel, 2 months. That's not a good look. We gotta, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that the YouTube ain't playing with them like how they be playing with my channel. That's not fair. We've been putting in a lot of work, and YouTube play with the numbers, play with the subscribers, they be playing games. We got to come together when we have a congregation where we can stand against that. That's the reason why I have a legal team. But I know some of my brothers don't have that, and that stuff costs. You know what I'm saying? But maybe we could put something together, put a pool of money together, and get that situated so everybody can be straight at one time. I think that'll be an A+. That's something, you know, especially for the people that's actually putting in the work and they know they're getting, you know, messed up by YouTube. Basically. Let me just say it that way. Because I shared some stuff with Topcats about how YouTube doing with me. And what I had to do in order to get YouTube straight. And it's not a game. It's not a game. But still to this day, it's happening. But sooner or later, it's gonna pan out. Everything gonna work out for the better. I'm gonna stay on a positive mindset, positive attitude, you know. But yeah, I agree. Everybody should be loyal on retainer. I highly suggest it. But that's expensive. You know what I'm saying? You talking about 10 grand and up right then and there. Talking about loyal on retainer, you know what I'm saying? But I think if we pull our resources together, we should be good with everybody that got a channel that's doing their thing, got a team. Like, in fact, we should have a team of lawyers waiting for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Where if they do something like that, any one of us could contact the same group of lawyers and make it, you know what I'm saying, and make it straight and make it happen. And but I think that'll be a plus, you know. I mean, as far as my team, my lawyer team is expensive, you know, and that's not a game, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out of my own pocket for that. But I think it'll work out for the better with all of us, like for example, like when you see Topcats, you see Rod don't even got a channel, but he probably gonna need a lawyer. still regardless. And then Kurt Mayo, stuff like that. All of us put our resources together as far as asking. That would be one time we will probably have to ask, for our resources as far as our viewers. Hey, can y'all pitch in for our lawyer fees in order for us to battle this BS that YouTube is giving us? I think if y'all okay with that, I see a couple people agreeing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all okay with that, then we should do that as soon as possible. Because I know if I'm getting hit, they getting hit, and that it should be no reason why he on his third channel right now. No reason. That got to be corrected. So luckily he got everything backed up. You got everything backed up though, right? All your live streams? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's important, man. And then on top of that, some of y'all might have to back it up for him just in case. But luckily he got it backed up, but you'll never know because you need a backup for a backup. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want to get that done as well as I do, this is not a promo, but just to let y'all know, I do have a server that's on Discord called the 13%. You mind if I drop this link real quick? Like we could do it behind the scenes. Hold on real quick. We could do it behind the scenes and put our stuff together. In fact, Topcast, I would love for you to be on there too, especially when I do my live streams in the Discord. Hold on. I'm pulling it up at the same time. But this would be a plus. We could pull our resources together right here behind the scenes where it won't be no problem. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts. Oh, I couldn't see it. Oh, where did it go? But I'm copying the link right now. Can I could put it right here, right? I could comment. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I can't comment. It don't allow me to comment. Oh, so this is only set for me to see the comments. Hold on, let me go to your channel, bro. What's this channel's name?
Legendary Top Cat BCU, or you can drop it in the private chat right here.
No, but I need it anyway because I need to subscribe to this channel.
Okay, all right. Legendary Top Cat BCU.
I see it now. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, I got it right now. All right, I'm just subscribed. Hold up. Oh man, y'all gotta thumb up this video too. Come on, y'all. Here go the link. I'm not trying to this ain't no money, no nothing. You ain't gotta pay for nothing, everything free. But that's the link. And everybody can link up together and we can make that thing happen. Yeah, but nah, Topcast for real, I do need you in there though. I do. And
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make me one.
I can have a set when you moderating in there too, so you could create your own, like, if you wanted to go live for whatever reason, you could do it whenever you want.
All right.
And talk to the people. Somebody said Top Cat hungry. Yeah, go ahead, Top Cats. Yeah, because I gotta get up out of here anyway. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I don't be eating this early. It's usually coffee or tea. I usually eat in the afternoon. Oh no, it is. Damn, it did go over the afternoon right now. Ah, yeah, I ain't even know that. Yeah, but that early morning eating, I don't do it. Or late night. Yeah, there you go. All right, so everything in there. But nah, I mean, that's where we could pull our resources together. Once again, everything free. Yeah, I dropped it in the, oh, you can't see it?
I want to put it on the screen.
It's in the chat.
All right. No, I don't see it. Do y'all see it? I don't see it neither.
You know what? I forgot. Since your channel new, it's gonna block links. Like I would have to
say something down there. I'll make you a moderator.
I was about to say I would have to be a moderator. I forgot all about that. You see me right there, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, y'all. I forgot all about that. Yeah, when you got that new channel, you can't drop links unless you a moderator.
All right.
I was over there putting it in there. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me refresh the page. You did it already?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, so this it right here. This it right here. Once again, no money. You don't need no none of that. You know what I'm saying? You do got to go through a 2-step verification process because we got everything in there safe and secure, so it won't be no hacking or nothing like that. That's the only thing that you really got to go through.
What's the process of it?
It's verification, cell phone number, and something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, email address.
Do it show the people, everybody grouping their phone number?
No, it don't work like that. Your stuff don't get displayed unless you want it to be displayed. But I even got it set like that where that stuff don't get displayed. Like even if you did it by mistake, I got it set to block that stuff. I got auto mods and I got real mods in there that handle, all of, even when I'm not there, handle, get handled behind the scenes.
All right.
Or handle when I'm not there. Put it like that. But I gotta have it set. Once you learn it, I gotta have it set where you got the permission to do your own events in that thing. So if you do go live, like how you do on what's that thing called? I forgot what it's called, but that thing with the rooms and everything, you get to do the same thing here. Clubhouse. You get to do the same thing in here, but now you get to not only just talk, you get to put stuff on screen. You get to show your camera if you want to. You get to, you get to go further along. But this is community based anyway. So that's why I was like, it ain't about me. It's strictly about the community. So you can do it whenever you feel like it. But I gotta make sure that you know how to do everything. Because it is once you get up in there and get the hang of it, then I'm gonna go ahead and give you the moderator stuff. So so you could go ahead and do your thing whenever you're ready. But you could do it at any time. Actually, you could pull it over, do your live stream with them in there. I done did that a few times. Actually, I'm getting ready to do that again. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or the next day. I think it's tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday? It is tomorrow. I'm doing it tomorrow where I'll be going live in there and going live on a channel. And I use this program that just bring everything over for me. And everybody else be able to hear everybody else that's in there. Like you're going to see it. That's why I want you to join it, because when you, like, say, for example, you join me tomorrow up on it or on this app, they're going to be able to hear you on YouTube as well when I go live.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a play. Yeah, I'm definitely going to create one. I think we already got one. So Treese made one. Yeah, I get all the information. And
make a BCU joint. Man.
They already made one. We just don't use it. So I'm
you should definitely use it. It's community based.
And then I'm gonna come over there, and I'm gonna pull up on you.
Yeah, and that's all about the community right there. They talking about genealogy and everything in there right now as we speak. That thing rocking right now.
Oh, okay? Oh, it's on right now. They over there right now.
Right now, yeah. It's live, like right now, 24/7. They got live rooms, live chat rooms.
No, I'm talking about your room open.
Yeah, right now. Now.
Who doing your room?
Everybody else is in there. I don't got to be there in order for it to continue. It's 24 hours.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It continues on with people, like if they in the text message section or if they in the voice chat section, they could do it at any time. Okay. Like, for example, if you in the voice chat section right now, you can start it up. Few people jump in there. They see it's a lot of people. More people gonna jump in there. I think I got it limited, so it won't be a lot of people screaming and yelling. but yeah, it's like, once again, I had to show it to you. Like, I'll show it to you tonight.
I'll take it out. That's a bit.
The jump, I'm telling you, it's way better than Clubhouse. Like, I'm not gonna come back to Clubhouse. That's it. I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna convert this over to the app when the app come out. That's it. I like this thing, and we can communicate, and they be able to hit me when, when I open up my DMs pop up, I get to contact people. People be excited. Hey man, I didn't know you was about to call me. I was like, yeah, what you think? I be surprised at them. I be loving that shit. Dane, Callaway, how you? Oh, what's up, man? I'm like, yeah. They don't be thinking I'm about to call them. I'm like, yeah, man, this community. I'm picking them out. Like, making sure everything's straight. They love that, man. They love that. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing, man. I'm not trying to size it. This ain't no sales pitch. I ain't getting nothing out of it but that. Then she go texting me. Let me go ahead, man. I know you got to go ahead too.
All right, fam. Hold it down.
Y'all take care, man. I love y'all.
Turn up one time. Hey, y'all, if y'all have forgot, tonight is movie night. Trees, what the information is? We got movie night tonight. Okay, here we go. Movie night will start at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. And so they had a selection. It was either Crooklyn or what's that other motherfucker called? Crooklyn or Brown Sugar, right? And all these lovey-dovey ass niggas went over there and picked Brown Sugar. Say, who was that? I seen you lovey-dovey niggas when they picked Brown Sugar, man. Yeah, Crooklyn tore their ass up. I think Crooklyn was down there like 95. I think it was like 3 niggas went over there and picked that lovey-dovey shit. And then it was based in New York, so you know it was some Northeast Indian shit. How old were you when you fell in love with hip hop looking ass niggas? How old were you when you fell in love with hip hop ass niggas, man? Head ass nigga. Yeah, movie night tonight, Kyrie. Goddamn, get your popcorn and shit, man. Get you some beer and pull up. Or to tell on you niggas who voted for you. Know I can see. Or to tell on you niggas ass, man. Love you, dumb ass nigga. So I guess you and baby was gonna lay up on the couch with the little blanket, nigga, and watch movie night, huh? Y'all thought, when was the last time you, nigga, when did you know you were in love with hip hop, nigga? Look at Kelly. Get your ass on. You ain't want to climb in the cave, nigga. Don't play that tough shit with me no more, goddamn. So you sound like you from St. Louis. Kelly, we coming to St. Louis. Hey, you talking about? We coming to the 314. Say, man, Diddy Blue pussy include Kelly. We pulling up in your hood. No, you laughing. Come here right quick, Kelly. Bring your little ass here right quick. Kelly, come here. Tell that nigga I'm your cousin in jail. Who the hell that nigga is? Oh, this is my cousin, Darren. He in jail. He been locked up since he was 12. That's why you don't know him. That's why he don't be at the functions. You don't know him, you know his daddy though. Where's daddy at? He in jail too. You'll never meet him, neither. He a lifer. Say, Kelly, bring your little ass here. We coming to, she said, I'm at work. Okay. Goddamn, what you used all your hall passes up? You can't tell them you finna go take a piss and go hide out. See, when you want to go smoke that little reefer, when you want to go out there and tap that little reefer, when that nigga waiting outside, he done brought you lunch. You can go sit in the front seat with that nigga though. But goddamn, you ain't got a couple minutes to be serious. I got you. Don't worry about it. We might not be coming to St. Louis. I take that shit back. Fuck that. We might not be coming to St. Louis, goddamn it. We might not be coming to St. Louis. Fuck it. Man, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. I love y'all. That's my motherfucking time. You know what? Let me say this here. Hey, y'all, ass said movie night, goddamn. We coming back with genealogy. I think we come back with genealogy. I don't know. We might wait till the next year. I don't know, man. What I do know is, goddamn. Hey, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Enjoy the rest of y'all goddamn me day, man. As long as we got each other, we don't need no motherfucking body else, man. Big Indian Billy, man. Big BCU shit. 2023, the takeover. We gone. Time out. Shout out to Urban Fruit. Fucking right. Shout out to Urban Fruit. Urban Fruit on Instagram, man. Y'all go tap in with the go, goddamn me. Where that nigga been? I ain't seen that nigga. What Joe Jack is? Joe Jack. Joe Jack. What that nigga Joe Jack said? Look at Paul of that. That nigga Joe Jack said, what? That nigga said sunflower. He said, oh, my bad. Wildflower. I got my flowers mixed up today. So nice to meet you. That nigga say sunflower. So nice to meet you. That nigga there sound like somebody grandpa. That nigga need to do audio books. Joe Jack doing our next audio book over here. Fuck what you niggas talking about. Joe Jack is doing the audio books, nigga, for BCU.
Just watch yourself. We could have had it all. We could have had it all.
Hey, that nigga Rod Hayes put. They was like, let Ride in. Look at Kelly. You know that's that nigga biggest fan, Kelly 314. Let Rod Hayes in. Hey, don't worry about it, man. I wouldn't fucked up about it because we gonna make it happen. Rod popped in. Hell yeah, nigga, send me the link. See, I fucked up though. This is why I fucked up in, right? I should have sent that nigga the link already. When I text him, I said, hey man, look out OG, man, pull up on me today, boom, 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 boom. Now watch this shit here, bro. Some said send the link. I was being lazy, bro, because I would have had to go and do this and that and that and that and this. And then, you know, I was trying to pick a song to come out on. You feel me? And I fucked it up, Kelly. You hear me? I should have sent, if I would sent the link, he would have popped in. I wouldn't even know his ass right there. You understand me? He would have just came out of nowhere, man. But don't worry about it. It's gonna happen the right way. You feel me? But goddamn, man, I had him on my line right there, boy. That would have turned to an instant classic. You understand me? Yeah, don't worry about it, goddamn. We got it. It's coming. OG, I'm born here. Big old Indian being naive. We gone, man. I love y'all. Yeah, what the beat did. Yeah. Just played it to the beat.